On demande maintenant aux deux capitaines, d'une part Larry Robinson, on sait qu'il y a deux capitaines du côté de l'équipe canadienne, Wayne Gretzky et Robinson, et du côté de l'URSS, il y en a qu'un, le défenseur Kazatonov, Alexis de son prénom, portant le numéro 7, alors que les échanges de bons souhaits et les poignées de main se poursuivent au centre de la patinoire. Quand le tournoi a commencé, eh bien, il n'y avait qu'un hymne national que l'on entendait, soit celui du pays hôte, le Canada. Et en demi-finale, on a salué, bien sûr, les joueurs qui étaient impliqués dans le premier match de demi-finale, américain et suédois. Et aujourd'hui, en plus de l'hymne national, et aujourd'hui, ce sera l'hymne national de l'URSS et l'hymne national du Canada. Loriot et l'hymne des Soviétiques, l'hymne de l'URSS. Les hymnes nationaux étaient interprétés d'une part par Maurice Loriot et d'autre part par Susan Smith. Le thème du tournoi, c'est situé au jeu. Ça ne serait peut-être jamais aussi vrai que ce soir
puisque l'action ne manquera pas. On est sûr d'assister à un match qui sera définitivement moins monotone que celui que nous ont offert les Suédois et les Américains hier. Il y a eu plusieurs changements apportés dans les trios de l'équipe canadienne pour la 5e fois en 6 matchs. Ça surprend un peu. La présence de...
His team has just kept right on winning. Undefeated, actually, in major tournament play since the loss to the United States in the 1980 Olympics. Soviets back in their own zone now with Zubkov bringing it to center ice. He's checked back there. Tonelli tried to pass it rink wide. It hopped over to Rutov's stick. Now Robinson moves up. He is checked from behind by Larionov. Now against the boards. Tonelli in there along with Larionov, and it's Makarov now to the line. Makarov to the corner, slides it into the slot, and it was knocked down as coming back on the play was Bossy. Now here's Karutov hoisting it over top of the net. That bounces all the way back out to center ice. It's Kazatonov back in his own zone now. Soviets make changes. Kazatonov out at center ice. That pass intended for Yashin, and it's knocked back in by Middleton with a player trapped, and we'll have a face-off just inside the blue line.
Well, a couple quick changes right off the bat, and Canada's going to have to do that the whole 3 periods. You have to have 30, 40-second shifts, maintain that pace throughout the game if they're going to stay with the Soviet hockey players.
Wayne Gretzky out there now on the line with Middleton and Goulet. Puck is shot over the line into Soviet territory in the corner on this side, and it's Yashin digging it out, and he brings it to center ice. Gretzky doing the checking job there as Svetlov gets it on the far side and shoots it in. Behind his own net, Raymond Bourque into the corner. Goulet's back there. He takes a hit, managed to duck most of it from Svetlov, and the puck is cleared to center ice. The back checking there of Yashin. Now up comes Canada once again to the line. Kevin Lowe working into the corner. Lowe trying to clear to the side of the net. It hit the side of the net, and it's cleared back out through center ice and down into Team Canada territory, and we'll get the icing as Gretzky goes back to pick it up. Early in the game, and this is Labatt's Canada Cup on CTV.
C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment en raison TVA.
Association is protected by copyright and is intended for the private use of our audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of the program without the express written permission of the CTV Television Network and TV Labatt is forbidden. Minute 28 gone in the first period. No score. Face-off. Brought around behind the net there by Stelnov. In the corner, it's flipped out in front. Mushkin handles it and leaves it to the side of the net. Out comes Varnikov. At center ice, it's intercepted by Huddy. Soviets move up, but Anderson comes across and makes the check. Now against the board, Starikov there to the line. Shortstop couldn't get free as he hit the line. And Canada, but that goes off Anderson's skate. Out at center ice now, Gartner moving up. They've got a lot of speed out there now with Messier. Now we've got some pushing and shoving going against the boards. Gartner, along with Mikhail Varnikov. And they're going to toss them both, which is, I think, really the correct decision.
Yeah, there'll be double minors there. Mike Gartner's fighting along the boards, trying to get the puck loose up to the forward. The Soviets just standing in his way, trying to hold him off. Gartner's just putting lots of fight into it there.
So at 1:59, Varnikov and Gartner will go off. 2-minute penalties. And so there'll be a little skating room out there.
Well, the Soviets, they don't mind playing 4-on-4 or 3-on-3. They got guys that can handle the puck, but the forwards come up, or the defensemen come up on a play such as this and act as a third forward to cause a 3-on-2.
Now to Zubkov, back in his own zone. Ahead, Robinson takes it to center ice. Now Messier shooting it in, and Canada will make a change as it's cleared in. Messier heads for the bench, and Bossy comes out. Robinson remaining out there now. Teams are at even strength at center ice now, and down over the line comes Shepelev, and it's taken by Sutter. Sutter with Bossy on the wing, but he gets it out to center ice. Coffey getting it in for Sutter. Sutter stopped up in the corner as he takes a check from Zubkov behind the net and cleared off the boards past Robinson and out to center ice. Collected at his own blue line by Coffey to Robinson. Robinson at center ice. Sutter gets it to Robinson. Back to Sutter at the line. Sutter moving into the corner. Zubkov on top of him. They clear it in behind the net now. Out in front, Coffey clearing it out there. He's playing very deep on that play. Robinson Robinson passed it up onto the stick of Vasiliev. Vasiliev shooting it back to Makarov, and here he comes. He's got great speed. Look at the move. He hit the line. Goes to the backhand, and Robinson was right on top of him and took him in against the boards. Karuchov now back out for Makarov. Makarov against the boards. Gretzky on top of him. Into the corner he goes. It's slipped behind the net, and Larry Robinson has it. Robinson off the boards, near the line, and it's caught to center right. Team Canada carrying the puck over the line as Michel Goulet takes the hit as he put the brakes on. Kazatonov clears it to center right. Bork, low, through center ice. Ilya Ledinov clearing it right back again. Ray Bork's got it. Bork just off the boards. Gretzky, he has to go back with it now under some forechecking pressure from Ilya Ledinov. Out comes Team Canada with Bork. Center ice, shooting it in. Anderson moving in. The puck comes off the back boards. And covering up his Moishkin, he holds for a face-off deep in the Soviet end.
There's been great tempo in this game. The Canadian team tonight, they're going to try to throw as many pucks at Mishkin as they can to try to make him force it, handle it in the crease, maybe cough something up. That's one of the stronger points in our game.
Se retrouver à 4 contre 3. Mais encore là, le repli des Soviétiques a été remarquable et les issues ont été plutôt rares jusqu'ici.
Là, Messier poursuivi par Stelnov. Messier, cependant, garde le disque, les pénalités mineures se terminent. On garde le disque en territoire soviétique, c'était Anderson. Et là, Messier qui accueille solidement Stelnov. La rondelle est reprise par Messier le long de la clôture. Et on freine l'élan de Messier. C'était Stelnov juste par derrière qui l'empêchait d'avancer. C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un petit moment au réseau TVA. Eh bien.
Stastny out there. Through center line along with Brian Bellows. Face-off, Bourne is on the line as well. Bourne goes after it in the corner, rolls it in front. They try to bottle up that area in front as Darrell was mentioning, and just failed to get it through. Now down to the line comes Yashin. Yashin shot right on the rebound. Stastny cleared it into the corner. Svetlov stick handling with that puck near the line. He falls, gets the puck into the corner. There's a shot from near the boards by Semyonov. Semyonov gets it again. He's checked out of the play by Peter Stastny. Circling with it now. This is Svetlov. His shot. In the corner, Huddy behind the net. Here's Doug Wilson. Good to see him back in the Team Canada uniform. He had the knee injury he suffered in the Czechoslovakian game. At center ice once again. Backhanded in by Huddy. Team Canada making another quick change. This time on defense as Robinson and Coffey come out, and it's Robinson coming off the bench who picks it up. Robinson at center ice, clears it to Coffey. Coffey over the line. Has to reach back and then clear it behind the net. Sutter hustling after it. Sutter trying to get it in front. Bossy in front, and Tonelli was there. Just couldn't get his stick on it. Tonelli again. Trying to get it in front. Bossy is there as well. Bossy back out near the line, and it was deflected by Vasiliev down the ice. Back to get it will be Coffey, and we'll get another icing. And the Soviets icing the puck a bit.
This line of Bossy, Tonelli, and Sutter, they've been the most consistent line of Team Canada throughout the series. They do nothing but work, cough, make the other team cough up pucks in their own end and create scoring chances. And they're doing that again tonight.
Well, Moishkin, who will forget that one? That game, the shutout, decided the Challenge Cup in 1979 in Madison Square Garden. A shock when he was put into the net in favor of Tretiak, and he registered the shutout.
I was there that night. That was a disheartening night for all of us NHL players, but he played very well. They came on throughout that series. I think in the second half of each one of those games, the NHL All-Stars did not score a goal, so that tells you the type of conditioning these hockey clubs are in.
Well, a crack in the ice down to the left of Moishkin. And Viktor Tianov, former defenseman in the Soviet Elite League, their A division. They've got sort of a wave going here. It's a little ragged looking right now, but I assume it'll pick up. Wearing the face guard, he has got a nasty cut over his eye, 25 stitches he suffered. Here's Robinson now. Here's his shot, and he hit the post. Now back to the corner is Coffey. Behind the net, Sutter. Tonelli there as well. Cleared out to center ice now, and the Soviets on the march. Getting the return pass is trying to come over the line. Rolling on the play is Skvortsov. Shortstop behind the net, Robinson. Barnikov checking on him. It's back near the line. Colvin backhanding it in behind the net again for Coffey. Along the boards for Bossy. Bossy, the rink wide pass out of center ice, and it was behind Tonelli. Tonelli flipping it to the line, trying to catch Bossy breaking over the line, but it's hooked out to center ice by Zubkov. There's a shot, flips over top of the net and up into the crowd, and we'll have a face-off once again. No score in this game. This is Labatt's Canada Cup on CTV.
24 qui se poursuit dans un moment. On les au TVA. 13 minutes et 47 secondes à jouer en première, 0-0, de beaux élans de part et d'autre. Claude?
Oui, un seul tir par l'équipe canadienne, celui de Robinson, et 4 par l'équipe soviétique. Mais dans l'ensemble, Tikhonov n'a pas encore réussi à se détacher de Glenn Sater. Et c'est intéressant, puisque ça a peut-être pris bien du temps, mais on a finalement compris que pour jouer contre les Soviétiques, il faut toujours avoir des ressources fraîches en réserve.
Vers le centre, très mauvaise passe de Lowe, et heureusement que tout le monde a réagi vite. Quelle mauvaise passe de Lowe qui visait le centre. Là, c'est Goulet. Autre mauvais dégagement. Et la défensive du Canada qui en prend un coup. Personne qui se démarque. Et Lowe...
Ahead, backhanded it over the line. Middleton in deep after it now. Middleton trying to hook it out in front. Goulet trailing on the play. Middleton's there as well. Rolls it out in front. It goes right past Gretzky. The Soviets bringing it out to center ice once again over the line. The drop pass. Vasiliev dropping it. Now trying to work it in front of the net is Shipalev. Wound up in front of the net, and there's going to be a slashing penalty called on Team Canada. And I think it is on Peters.
Se poser autour du filet. L'arbitre de la rencontre est Mike Noet, un Américain.
This area, he takes a whack at you. Here you see the Soviets standing in front bothering him. Peter takes a crack at him and gets him out of there. Let's hope it's not a costly penalty, though.
The penalties, Noeth now talking with Peters, slashing, and no doubt about it, on Gemayev, who was outside the crease. Middleton is going to serve it, so Canada goes short-handed once again early in the hockey game. Penalties like that you cannot afford to take.
Well, those type of penalties have cost Team Canada throughout the series. They've taken them at bad times in the hockey game. Let's hope they can kill this off here.
Back to get it now is Zubkov in his own zone now. The penalty killers for Team Canada. Sutter along with Tonelli, Robinson. Bringing it down and flying over the line now. Ready and set. Here's a chance for Larionov. He shoots. What a save! Oh, a tremendous save is made by Peters. Behind the net now, Makarov. Makarov out to the blue line. Zubkov keeping it in. Here's his shot. He's wide of the net. Kazatonov. Kazatonov in. It's Larionov. Larionov back to Kazatonov to Zubkov. In for Makarov. Makarov. A shot. It deflects off the glass. Man without the helmet there is Karutov. In the corner now. Karutov makes a big hit from Robinson. Robinson goes down. The puck is underneath him. And the fans start to come to life here in the Olympic Standing Room in Calgary. Perhaps spurred by, one, the save by Peters, and two, the aggressiveness of the Team Canada defense.
Well, there was a great save by Pete Peters, and that's the type of goaltending you have to have against the Soviets because they're going to get those chances. Here's Larionov all alone. He takes a look. He makes a little beat. And keeps his leg outstretched there. Fine save by Peters.
What a great move by Larionov.
Just before that, Larry Robinson drank Kutov right in the slot area. Canada's throwing their weight around.
Well, they're playing it aggressively, and they have to do that. There's Victor Tiarov, 1:12 remaining in the penalty to Peters. And the face-off will be deep in the Team Canada zone. They have made a change, have the Soviets now. They have Semenov out there, along with Yashin. Gemayev also, or correction, that's Svetlov also on the line as the puck is out at center ice now. And it is Pervulkin. Pervulkin getting the puck now. He's number 5 for the Soviets. Pervulkin, a rink-wide pass now. Down over the line comes Yashin. Yashin cutting in front. Yashin looking for a man. Drops it back for Pervulkin. The shot is off the stick of Messier, who was moving out on the play. And it was batted ahead. So we'll have a face-off. Well, it's getting a little rough out there as we look at Semenov. Anatoly Semenov, big fella at 6'3", 196 pounds, and one of the youngsters coming along, 22 years of age, out of Moscow Dynamo. there now on a line of players from Moscow Dynamo, including Svetlov and Yashin. Now the face-off, and Canada wins the draw. Low taking it around the net. Vulcan keeping it in at the point. It's cleared into the corner. They're working in front. Good move there by Bork. He clears it around the boards. And containing it at the blue line is Bilyaletdinov. Soviets have been inside the Team Canada blue line, knocked out of midair, and they'll be whistled down for that. And the face-off this time outside the blue line.
Well, twice Canada threw the puck around the board. They have to throw a little harder than that. Soviet defense.
L'Américain, l'arbitre, a jugé qu'on devra recommencer à l'extérieur.
Pour démontrer toute la puissance de l'équipe soviétique.
32 seconds remaining in the penalty. Bossy and Bourne out there. Robinson stays out. And Koven, Skvortsov, and Varnikov. Correction, they leave the Seminole line on the ice. Canada controls the face-off. They won the draws on all of this. Very important part of things early in this game. Center ice now. There's Bossy, and it's listed right back inside the zone again. Verbuchen will have to go back for it. Verbuchen around the net. This side is Bilyaletdinov. He's checked in against the boards. Winds up in Verbuchen's stick behind the net now. Verbuchen starting out. 5 seconds remaining in the penalty. Semenov at center ice. It's stolen at center ice. Canada playing very well early in this hockey game. Robinson. Penalty is over. They killed it off. The crowd appreciates the effort from Team Canada. Now over the line comes the Soviet Union with Skvortsov. His shot is blocked by Peters. And he holds on for the face-off.
Good goaltending here by Pete Peters. Canada has to be careful in the mid-zone not to turn those pucks over to the Soviets. They can change over from defense to offense.
Il est allé de 2 excellents jeux dans sa dernière sortie. Qui encore ce matin a défrayé les manchettes en disant si Arbour avait été ici, ça aurait peut-être été différent.
C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans ce moment au réseau TVA. 10 minutes et 45 encore à jouer en première période.
This is the Gorky line, as they like to call it. It's a line that is used mainly in North American tournaments for the Soviets. They don't bring them over for World Championships and Olympic play. They're a little too rough, and they take penalties. They like them in North America. Now out at center ice, now leading the rush over the line and working for the corner. Flip pass in there for Huddy, and it's bounced wide as Goulet. Cut in front of the goal mouth. Goulet jamming in against the boards now, trying to kick it free. And Gretzky's in there as well. Comes out to center ice. After that puck is Varnikov. Varnikov over the line, hopped over his stick. Now he's looking for a man in front. Clears it into the slot. Varnikov shot it wide. He was forced deep, and the puck is cleared away. Now Varnikov at the line, but he's checked, and Canada moves to center ice now with Goulet. Out at center ice, dumped is Gretzky. The puck winds up in the crowd, and we'll have a face-off. Eddie Westfall's down below. Eddie, what do you see?
Ed Westfall down here at ice level, something that's become quite evident here in this hockey game. Team Canada, so far through 10 minutes of the period, have not lost one face-off, something that goes a long way to controlling the play.
Shots on goal, the Soviets 8, Canada 3, but I don't think that really describes the play early in this game. We've had that big save, of course, on the power play by Peters, but Canada has been very, very aggressive in this game.
They sure have. There's been some great action, and they're throwing that puck towards the net, and somebody's going for it.
No score in the game, and we've played exactly 10 minutes now. And the speed line is out there again. Gartner, Messier, Anderson. Taking the draw for the Soviets. Idiek, Gemaev from the face-off against the boards. Gemaev going after it. Clears it to the corner, at least to the point, and it's kept in right there by Kevin Lowe. Behind the net now. Messier's in there. Give him a little room, and he can really hurt you. As we saw late in the game against the Soviets the other night. Now Canada, Anderson shooting it in. It went off a leg, and it's cleared to center ice. Vasiliev reaching for it. Bork moved after him. Vasiliev recovered and cleared it ahead, but that lead pass bounced over the stick of Sergei Shepelev. That is called on the icing, so it'll be in the Soviet zone once again for the face-off.
Well, it's a smart play on Canada's part. When they're in the Soviet end zone, if they have to take a face-off, they should take it, because that's one of the stronger areas of our game.
S'envole avec le disque. Alors, en 1976, le Canada a battu l'Union soviétique 3-1. C'était une mauvaise année pour l'Union soviétique. Et en 81, bien, victoire du Canada 7-3 et renversement en finale. C'était un moment bien mal choisi, 8-1.
4 members of that team moved on to the Soviet national team. Bounces in, cleared around the boards by Pervukin. Near the point, there's a drifting shot that's wide of the net, and it's cleared out to center ice by Karutov. Here's Coffey, back inside his own zone. Robinson backing up near his own line. Robinson starting to lead the rush now. Here he comes. At center ice, that lead pass now off a leg. Bourne hustling after it, trying to find a man in front if he can get to him, but he is forced all the way around the boards by the checking from Bielyaletdinov. Now Larionov clears it out. At center ice, Karutov, he overskated the puck. Makarov is there. Larionov now hustling through center ice. Larionov, Karutov going for the area in front of the net. The puck is chopped wide of Karutov, and out comes Coffey. Coffey at center ice. Coffey to the line is checked away from him. Bellows trailing on the play, brought it in offside. We'll have another face-off. 11:26 gone here in the first period. We have no score in the hockey game. The shots on goal, Soviets 8 and Canada 1. Or 3, rather.
There's Brian Bellows. He hasn't played for a while, and I'm sure he's glad to get back into this lineup.
There's Vladimir Moishkin.
Très nombreux. Doug Wilson est également de retour chez les Soviétiques. Eh bien, il y a un absent, c'est Kožechnikov et Kovin.
Soviet lineup, and you've got a fellow named Tretiak ahead of you, but he's number 1 right now for at least a while. They tell us there's a kid named Evgeny Beloshekin who's on his way, just 18 years of age. There's Doug Wilson pinning it up against the boards. This is his second shift so far. Doug has suffered double knee injury, one to each, in that collision with Musil of Czechoslovakia. They missed the game. They missed him.
It's nice to have him back. They need him back there. He's got lots of experience, and you said earlier he can shoot the puck.
The Islander line out there for Canada, for the Soviets, is Semenov along with Yashin and Svetlov. Wilson's got the puck out at center ice now. Tonelli trying to get it ahead, and unable to see that coming towards him was Sutter. Semenov over the line. He shot it wide. Yashin on the far side, but it's dug out by Sutter. At center ice now, Tonelli flipping it in over the line. Taking it out there is Stelnov, but he clears it around behind his own net rather than going ahead with it. Yashin's got it out to center ice now. He stopped on the play. Now it is against the board. Starikov is there. The pass for Yashin went over his stick. Now he's got the puck and he's over the line. Wilson diving and he knocks him over behind the net. Sutter moves in. And out comes Team Canada now. Carrying the puck is Tonelli. Tonelli with Bossy. Bossy going in after that puck along with Zubkov. Bossy's got it behind the net. He's got Tonelli in front. Couldn't get it to him. Rolls to the side of the net. Then Starikov. Out along the board, Shepelev. At center ice, Bork. Bork below. Shooting it in. Team Canada making changes as Middleton goes in after that puck. Zubkov's got it. Along the boards for Tobin. Tobin's chased out of the play. Middleton knocks it out of midair. That high pass gets it to Gretzky. Gretzky going in. Zubkov in on top of him. Against the boards, Middleton. It's taken away by Bardakov. Cleared back in deep again by Goulet. Gretzky makes a good move and throws it out in front of the net. But there was nobody there to pick that one up, and it's cleared down the ice. Kevin Lowe going back for it. No icing as it's cleared around the boards for Middleton. Middleton eases it out to center ice, and Goulet's got it, tried to get it to Gretzky, didn't see it, and the Soviets come quickly right back. Here's the Soviets with a quick shot right up on Peters, and he holds on.
Alors qu'il y avait beaucoup de circulation devant lui. C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un instant au réseau TVA. 6 minutes et 37 secondes encore à jouer. En première période, c'est toujours 0-0.
Les Soviétiques me font penser à un boxeur qui se permet une ronde de repos au cours des dernières minutes.
Gemayev moving in. In the face-off, Peters wrists it into the corner. Coffey's there. Gemayev checking on the play. Also in there now is Vasiliev. And it's Canada bringing it out once again with Gardner, but he shot it off a leg, and Robinson has to go back for it. Robinson clearing it to center ice. Fed back now, and Pervukin will start up. He clears it in. Out of the net is Peters, leaves it for Robinson. Robinson around the boards now, and Anderson couldn't trap it along the boards, and it's cleared all the way down the ice. So the icing here as Pervukin goes back, and it'll be a face-off in the Team Canada zone once again.
A pretty good pace to this period. Canada has to maintain that pace throughout the game to stay with the Soviet Hockey Club. The big saves by Pete Peters earlier in the game sure have given the Canadian players a big boost. It's nice to know when your goalie's not making those saves. Gives you all that much more enthusiasm to continue on.
You see those credits next to Pervukin's name. He's only 28 years of age, and look at all the things he has done so far in worldwide hockey. Now behind the net, Gardner flipping it back. Canada just trying to get organized here. Now that lead pass, Gardner couldn't knock it down. Now he'll chase it in there. Mushkin comes out and flips it out to center ice. Canada will wait for Mates to get onside, and still trapped in there was Gardner. Anderson brought it in, so we'll have a face-off again outside the Soviet line. Well, Glenn Anderson, he has had his problems getting it going here, but I think they've got the answer in the line they put together for this hockey game with Anderson and Gardner and Messier. They seem to be freewheeling a bit more than this team has really done offensively.
There's everything there in that line. Messier's a good playmaker. He's big and strong, and both Anderson and Gardner have lots of speed on the wing, and they can both score goals and make good plays. So we should see lots from this line tonight.
Ray Bork shooting it in now. Starakov's back there. Starakov out of center ice for Larionov. Back to Starakov. Starakov's over the line. Now the defenseman going in deep. Bork on top of him. Takes him out. And it's low. Just pokes it along the boards for Bossy. Bossy couldn't get it out. Still Knopf's shot is wide. And on the far side. Out comes a long lead pass from Pinelli. Bossy has to send it back into his own zone. There's going to be a penalty here. Canada on the attack now. They've got the man advantage as the goaltender comes out. The shot. Oh, and it rolled right to the goal post. Moishkin had it go by him, and it rolled right to the goal post, and Moishkin covered up.
Moishkin juggled that puck a little bit.
Well, here comes the shot.
Notice the Canadian players charging to that net after that puck is dropped.
Off the outside of the post is where it happened, but it seemed to handcuff Moishkin. He just kind of got up there where he couldn't handle it.
Well, we have a chance here on a power play now. 5 minutes left in the period. Now's the time to get a big goal here.
All right, Canada with its first power play opportunity of the hockey game. It is Makarov off for holding at 14:49.
The Soviets are very aggressive in their penalty killing. They do not give you time to set up behind the net like Wayne Gretzky likes to. They force the pointman, the puck goes out to the pointman, they force you to make a pass. Lots of times when you're not ready to. Very aggressive. Sometimes they'll have 3 men on one side of the ice forcing you to make a pass when you're not ready.
Well, they've got Wilson and Coffey on the points. Goulet, Gretzky out there, and also Bossy, so lots of firepower. Bossy's got it against the boards. In for Gretzky now. Trying to flip it out in front and hit a leg as Kazatonov was covering at the side of the net. Gretzky goes down. Now against the boards, Bossy. Bossy in deep. Gretzky's got it behind the net. Now they'll try to get something set out in front. There's a good shot. Goulet! And it was right in on Mushkin, who made the save, and the Soviets break out of their zone. Over the line now, Bartikov. He's hit in against the boards. Goulet digging it loose. Wilson's in there as well, and it's held for a face-off about 10 feet inside the Team Canada line.
Well, there was a good try by Gretzky and Goulet. I don't know if Mushkin saw it or not. It just hit his pad and came right out. Here's Gretzky in behind the net now, taking a look. Goulet trying to get into the hole.
Can't come much closer than that, Darrell. Gretzky in his favorite position, and you know that was one thing that hasn't been happening. They haven't been getting the men in front of the net, and it looks like they're doing a little bit more of that. And now the Soviets try to make a last change, and Mike Noah says no. Well, that's it. The home game belongs, by the way, to the Soviets in this game.
The Soviet defensemen are very strong and tough in front of the net. They'll grab a hold of your stick, they'll push you out, they'll knock you off balance. It's tough to stand in there and to get in position to get a good shot away.
Now is saying, get out there. You're taking too much time, so Sportsov is out there. I think he wanted a better face-off man, and now he's saying, Billy Litvinov, you get back out here too. Barnikov, Sportsov, along with Billy Litvinov, and Kazatonov for the Soviets. Canada right now. Anderson out there with Middleton and Messier. And they'll operate from behind their own net now as Robinson takes the pass along the boards. Out to center ice now. Here's Anderson. Anderson ahead over the line now for Messier. Just wrists it in there. And Mushkin covers it up as Middleton moved right in on him. Another face-off in the Soviet end. They'll take those all day, the way Canada's been winning those face-offs.
Well, that's for sure, and that's the idea of it. Not to give Mushkin time to give it to his defenseman to clear it out of there. Force him to freeze it and take that face-off.
He just took a mouthful of snow there.
Cool him off a little.
Show the man a little respect there. Vladimir, Moscow Dynamo. All right, let's see. There's the snow. That's a good bit of it too. A load. A dump truck came down on him. Oh, a little extra there, which wasn't necessary. Well, we got that crack again down beside the net, giving the linesman a bit of a problem. Jan Tadacek.
Well, the ice is very thin here. I've skated on it a few times since I've been out in Calgary, and very thin, and the tempo of this game, the guys cutting, cause them to cut it right down to the center.
D'y aller un peu fort. Je sais pas si aujourd'hui on a eu écho de tout ce qui s'est écrit.
Mushkin again get his load of snow. How do you do? 1:14 left in the power play now. Goulet to Robinson. Robinson trying to get it back to Goulet. Goulet traps it against the boards, feeds it in deep now. Gretzky in the corner, back out to Robinson. He tees it up, shoots it in there. Bouncing Fox. Bossy's after it in the corner. Also there is Bilyaletdinov. Back out to the blue line, Robinson. Robinson getting it in. It's over Bossy's stick. In the corner, Bossy. Bossy behind the net for Gretzky. Gretzky with Goulet parked out in front. Now Bossy moves in there. Robinson comes in. I think he hit the post. Robinson behind the net. Now Gretzky. Gretzky controlling it back there now. Robinson's pinched right up along the boards. Hurt in front of Bossy fan. It rolls wide of the net. Gretzky. And it pops free and Karutov. Out to center ice now. Larionov to Karutov. And he's forced back as Team Canada recovered very quickly. Now Karutov. Stick handling at center ice. Bilyaletdinov shooting it in. 19 seconds left in the power play. Out at center ice they come. Anderson to the line. Anderson dropping it. The shot by Gartner. That one blocked at the goal mouth. Gretzky's in the corner. Also in there for the Soviets is Gimayev. Cleared along the boards. Gartner cleared out through center ice and back down into Team Canada territory. Wilson will go back. The penalty is over. Wilson stopping up behind his own net now. Ahead for Coffey. Coffey up on the right wing boards. Coffey a rink-wide pass. Anderson backhanding it in. Messier was way offside on the play. We'll have a face-off. No score in this hockey game with 2:50.
Qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA.
Monsieur Dumas avait expliqué, Jacques, pour quelle raison une attaque à 5.
Stastny out there with Bourne and Bellows against the line for the Soviets. That is centered by Irik Gimayev. Over the line now, leading the Russians Stelnov. He's stopped and Kevin Lowe comes away with the puck. Behind his net now, Stastny comes back, but Lowe elects to hold on. Now feeds it off the boards. Out to center ice it comes, but Bork couldn't get free. Back in over the line now is Shepelev, and he rolls it in front of the net, but Bourne is back. Bourne lost possession of it at the side of the net, but Bork covers up. Raymond Bork. Out to center ice, Bork backhanding it ahead. Picked out of midair. Bork moves up and flips it in. Stastny's in there forechecking. Cleared for Zubkov. Zubkov cutting across ice now with Bourne giving chase, and Zubkov hits the line now. Tries to feed it off on the wing for Shepelev. And it's Canada right back again with Bellows. Over the line, Bellows. Bellows with Stastny. Bellows shoots it! And Mushkin on his knees makes the save.
I love what I'm seeing out there tonight. Team Canada playing with lots of emotion. They're getting more chances tonight than they did the other game against the Soviets, and they're pumped up. Mushkin's juggling the puck at times. Maybe not so sure of himself.
Well, Team Canada has had the last 6 shots on goal and is now even at 9 apiece. 1:59 remaining in the period.
Et on s'aperçoit que la forme tarde à venir. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
For the Soviets, Semenov along with Yashin and Svetlov. Back to the blue line, there's a shot through a crowd that's wide of the net. Yashin against the boards, out at center ice. Makarov, cleared to the line. There comes Makarov over the line, makes a couple of moves, tries to get through, controls it, shoots it right in there. And the save is made by Peters, and Robinson's got it. Robinson now behind the net. Makarov digging in after it. Roughed up against the boards there by Coffey. Sutter moves in as well. Along the boards, cleared back to the point. Kazatonov's shot is deflected off the glass by Peters. Now Bossy. Bossy just pops it out to center ice, and Kazatonov. 1:24 remaining in the first period. No score. Kazatonov in his own zone. Off the boards, Coffey clearing it right back in again. Gartner upended as he went in. He ran into Noeth, the referee. In the corner, Kazatonov. Flips it out to center ice once again. Messier couldn't handle it. Back at the defense is Charlie Huddy. Flipped through center ice. Gartner hustling after it. Less than a minute remaining now as Perwulkin along the boards. Messier. Rink wide pass on the far side. Kazatonov. He's roughed up against the boards. Now along the boards. Trying to get loose and out of his own zone as Varnikov is cleared back in. Wilson, the rink wide pass. Anderson. Anderson ahead for Gartner. Gartner over the line. He's double teamed as he goes through. Anderson going in. Now it's Gartner into a pile up in front. Gartner shoots it right on. Out come the Soviets. Ortsov. Ortsov at center ice. Ahead, the pass and the long shot by Varnikov, and it's cleared away by Peters. And down into the Soviet zone. 19 seconds remaining. Out at center ice, knocked down and cleared back in with players trapped. So we'll get a face-off outside the Soviet blue line with 12 seconds remaining in the first period. As we look at Glenn Anderson.
Before that, there was a good play by Pete Peters. He got the hold of the puck. He shot it down, not for an icing, but so his teammates could get a line change. They were tired. They were out there for a while. There's only 15 seconds left in the period. Smart play by Pete Peters.
Really saw Glenn say there he's got to feel a lot happier about things tonight than he has in this tournament. This is clearly the best game that Canada has played. No score. And we have 10 seconds remaining now in the period as the puck is shot in. Middleton hustling in after it. Now it's cleared along the boards. Gretzky chopped out near the corner. Bork knocked it out of midair, and as he played it, it is called with 1 second left, so there'll be a puck drop in center ice.
Well, this is the game we were all looking forward to seeing. It's what we thought it would be, and it's living up to it all the way. Some great scoring chances and some good goaltending by both hockey clubs. Fast tempo to it.
So they'll drop the puck, and the siren will go, and what a period it has been, Darrell.
Play the same way the second and third period. Let's hope Team Canada can do the same thing.
All right, no score.
Les Soviétiques. Et au moment où les joueurs regagnent leur vestiaire de part et d'autre, et notamment les joueurs de l'équipe du Canada, eh bien, ils sont applaudis. Les gens ont aimé ce qu'ils ont vu lors de ce premier engagement qui se termine par une marque de 0-0.
Et avec 10 lancés de chaque côté.
Donc, c'est nul partout. Une pause, c'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un petit moment au réseau TVA.
Tout le monde a été un peu surpris. On a été surpris, mais dans le fond, ça s'explique sa décision. Et elle n'a pas été prise toute seule. J'imagine que Sater a dû consulter bien du monde avant de prendre cette décision, surtout en revenant au Saddledome. Il reste que Peters n'a pas joué tellement souvent, mais Lemelin a eu affaire.
Well, Canada out there with the Sutter line, the Islander line. Robinson back in his own zone now, and he starts out. Robinson ahead for Coffey. Coffey at center ice. It is backhanded by Bossy deep into the Soviet zone. Bossy's there in the corner, trying to flip it quickly in front of the net, but it was trapped by the defense. And out at center ice, it comes Makarov. Ahead for Larionov. Larionov to the line. The shot, the glove save made by Peters, and he holds on. Another good save.
Well, good quick shot by Larionov, who comes across the blue line and uses the defenseman a little bit for a screen, and he just cranks it. Pete Peters was sharp once again.
So the face-off will be in the Team Canada zone. Peters flexing his leg after that, but he seems to be all right. Concerned, of course, that he might have pulled a muscle. Face-off will be deep in the Team Canada end. There's Pete. Soviets have made a change. They've got the Gorky line. 3 members of the Gorky torpedo. And they're going to toss Wayne Gretzky and Colvin out of there. I think Colvin's out too. Yes, he is. And Sportsov will take the draw against Michel Goulet. And from the face-off, right back to the blue line. There's a screen shot taken from the point by Starikov. Middleton overskated it. Coming back, it's Gretzky, and he chops it out to center ice where Starikov's got it. Starikov on the wing. Varnikov shooting it in. Sportsov going in after it. Varnikov trailing. Barnikov shooting it in on the short side. Sports off behind the net now. Loses his balance and is pushed up against the boards by Kevin Lowe. Now digging it free. In the corner is Barnikov. Barnikov is upended by Gretzky, and the puck is cleared out through center ice and down into the Soviet zone. It'll have to be played by Mushkin. Cutting in front of his own net, and starting out is Starikov. Along the boards, that lead pass now. Over the line comes Semyonov. Cutting in front of the net, he drops it off now. Makarov, the shot, and juggled and gloved by Peters. And we'll get another face-off.
Le pire, c'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA.
Peters gets out of his net. He's at the top of his crease, cutting down the angles. He sure does look sharp.
Well, they've made a change here as they're using Makarov now on a line with Semenov. Also on that line is Yashin. So they've juggled things a little bit, and I think they're double shifting Makarov, who also plays, of course, on the big line with Larionov. Here's Messier hopping in over the line, tries to hustle his way past Bielya-Ledinov, but he just wouldn't let him go. Now Wilson moves in, pinching in from the point. Messier can't get to it. Bielya-Ledinov clearing it around the boards. Out to center ice. Here's the break. Here's Makarov. He took a two-line pass. They whistled it a little late, but he took the pass, and Makarov kind of looking at the referee, but that was a two-line pass. He thinks he should have been all right.
Well, the linesman was right there on the red line where he should have been to call it. That's what the Soviets can do. There's really not much happening, and all of a sudden there's an explosive attack. There's a pass up the middle, and they're gone.
So the face-off will be at the top rim of the circle in Soviet territory. They make another quick change. Canada with Peter Stastny out there, along with Bourne and Bellows, Robinson, Poppy. Take the draw now is Shepard. And the face-off, Robinson shot, and it's gloved there by Mushkin, and there's some traffic in front of the person of Peter Stastny. He holds on again. That was another win of a draw and a shot from the blue line.
Well, that's what we can take all the face-offs we want if we're going to continue to win them like that.
Stastny set once again to take the draw against Gimaev now. And now they're going to bring Sports off the bench, and they're not going to let him come off the bench. Chase him right back again. Shepard wanted to come off. Stastny lining up for the draw from the face-off. Now it's kicked back, and the Soviets get it out to center ice. After it in the center ice zone is Vasiliev. And it's Canada controlling it with Poppy to Robinson. Robinson off the boards. Right up ice comes Canada now to center ice. Cleared in by Bellows. Bourne moving in. The shot, and he clubs it right up on Mushkin on the short side. Robinson keeping it in. But the Soviets break out once again. That rink-wide pass. Over the line comes Shepard. Shepard with a shot. It's off the blocker there of Peters. He controlled it. Another shot that came in on the short side. Peters handled that easily. And Canada with Bourne. Bourne out, intended for Stastny, went right by him. And Zubkov back in his zone. Kazatonov made a good move to duck the forechecking and starts out with that lead pass to Gimaev, who's checked by Sutter. Kazatonov on the far side. Robinson moves up on him, pins it up against the board just outside the Soviet blue line. We'll get another face-off. Eddie Westwall down below. Eddie.
Changement d'effectif, Robinson étant, et ça se voit, un peu fatigué. Dans l'autre demi-finale hier, on vous rappelle la marque, la Suède qui cause tout un émoi en arrachant une victoire de 9-2 aux Américains. On vous rappelle que la finale commencera dimanche. Et là...
Good for you, Sean. 2 minutes and 31 seconds gone here in the second period. No score in the hockey game. Larionov out there now. Makarov playing way down on this side, spread out right along the blue line. Rutov, of course, now they've kicked out Sutter, and Zanelli will take the draw. On the face-off, Zanelli gets it into the Soviet zone. Pervukin pressured there by Sutter, but he got a pass away along the boards. But Bossy came up with it, and cleared in front. It's cleared back through center ice again by the Soviet defense. Peters flipping it off the boards. Sutter in against the boards with Perutov. Out for Bossy. Ahead now, Bourne on the rush. Drops it for Bossy. The shot! And it was a drive. Just missed the net. Out at center ice now, Makarov. Makarov with Krutov over the line. Now Makarov getting set. His shot deflects off the glass. Canada in possession once again with Sutter leading the run. Sutter shooting it in. It's deflected off the glass. Bossy picking it up against the boards. Trying to control a bouncing puck, and he wound up deflecting it out to center ice. Wilson. Wilson gets the return pass. Rink-wide pass for Bossy over for Gretzky. Gretzky with a little room. In now for Goulet, and he's hauled down. There'll be a penalty. Lariano will be going off.
Alors, c'est la descente, le beau jeu. D'abord, la belle passe qui a été effectuée de l'autre côté, complètement découvert. Il y avait Wilson. Il a remis le disque à Gretzky qui entrait dans la mêlée. Et là, l'échappée de Goulet, accroché par l'Arionov, qui est puni à 3 minutes et 26 secondes.
C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA. C'est sa première pénalité.
Down by Larionov. Let's see if Team Canada can crack this Soviet penalty killing.
And from the face-off, the Soviets bringing it out to center ice now. Skvortsov ahead, trying to get it over the line is Varnikov. He shoots it to the side of the Team Canada net, and Canada now on the march. Coming out of the zone is Paul Coffey. Coffey through center ice, flips it in now. Around the boards it goes. Coffey trailing on the play, and he threw it out in front, but Middleton is forced to play at the point position. That was vacated by Coffey. Over the line, now here's the shot. That's steered wide of the net by Peters. Middleton. He'll take the puck to center ice himself now. Middleton with the puck as he hits the line. Tries to go through the defense. Middleton got Goulet all alone in front. Couldn't get the puck to him. Cleared off the boards. Kept in by Coffey in deep for Gretzky. Gretzky. Now Goulet. Goulet behind the net. It went right past Middleton. Bourque feeding it in deep. Middleton's there. Behind the net for Gretzky to Middleton. Middleton back to Gretzky behind the net. Trying to get it to Middleton. His shot is right on. Loose puck in front. Pushkin down. And he covers up.
Canada's working that play from behind the net with Wayne Gretzky quite effectively tonight. Never seen the Soviets give the Canadian player so much time behind there. There's Goulet in front trying to act as a screen. Good save by Mishkin. The Soviets have, this tournament, have been shorthanded 15 times and have only given up 1 goal for a 93% penalty killing average, which is excellent penalty killing.
That lone goal, as you see Paul Coffey shaking his head as he comes to the bench. That lone goal came against Sweden, a lone power play goal scored against them. And the power play goal was an important one. It narrowed it to just a 1-goal hockey game, but the Soviets tightened up from that point on and won the game. 1 minute exactly remaining in the Larionov penalty. Wilson's out there now. Also at the point is Glenn Anderson. And Messier, along with Bossy, up front. Playing everybody up except Wilson. Wilson with that big shot, but he had a rolling puck to deal with and decided not to let it go. Now Wilson playing it along the boards. Bossy, back to Wilson. Wilson just flipping it up into the air, batting on it. There's a tap pass, but they couldn't get it in front for Anderson. Now into the corner it goes. Messier out in front is Bossy! Oh, what a chance! And right down in his knees, giving him no room to shoot, was Mushkin.
Great save by Mushkin here. Mike Bossy's all alone in front of the net. The puck might have been rolling a little bit on him. He didn't maybe get as much wood on it as he would have liked, but that's the position you like Mike Bossy shooting from. Mushkin's hot.
Well, the 2 hot goaltenders in this game. Good give and go. Bossy with a good scoring chance. Messier about to take the draw once again. Back to the blue line. Wilson again elects not to shoot the puck. Gets it again. Wilson sliding it along the boards for Bossy. Bossy's got the puck now. Looks across ice, and he fed it right past Bourque. And it's loose in front of the net. Here's Messier with a backhand shot. It's deflected wide. Anderson turning. Anderson in deep. Anderson cuts for the area in front of the net now. Messier's out there as well. They try to force it through. A bouncing puck. And it's wristed away there by Mushkin. Cleared to the line. Wilson couldn't control it. Makarov out of the penalty, or at least over the line, and he's checked there by Bourque. Bourque moves up ice with it. They've got 7 seconds left in the power play. Wilson ahead at center ice for Messier. Over the line. Messier just rolling it behind the net now. Anderson hustling after it. Puck is cleared to the point. Kept in by Coffey. Makarov Anderson, Makarov again, Coffey skating away from the checking, 2 good moves, backhand shot, hit a leg. Now behind the net. After it, there's Bossy out in front, and Bork couldn't get the shot away. Bork in the corner. Try to flip it around behind the net. Anderson's back there as well. Bork still checking. Messier picks up the puck, clears it in front. And it goes right by everybody, and Pervukin takes it out of harm's way, clears to center ice. Penalty is over. Makarov over the line, fakes it, tries to give to Karutov. Now Larionov. Larionov clearing it in front. He put it right on a stick. Karutov turning now. He clears it to Makarov. Makarov to the point for Kazatonov. His shot right on. Long rebound. And it's cleared back out to center ice. Kazatonov back in his own zone. Teams have changed on the fly now as Kazatonov beats it off the boards. 2-line passes. Yashin picked it up. And it's called for a face-off back in the
centre. C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuivra dans un petit moment au réseau TVA.
Alors, Jacques, tu as vu dans le dernier jeu de puissance de l'équipe canadienne, Tikhonov, lui, a jeté dans la mêlée ses 2 gros piliers à la défensive, Pervukin et Kazatonov, qui sont demeurés sur la patinoire durant toute l'attaque à 5 des Canadiens.
Brent Sutter tire, il y aura une autre pénalité à l'équipe de l'URSS. On retire Peters, et là, devant le rondelle bondissante, et personne qui peut prendre cette rondelle qui bondissait juste devant le filet de Mishkin. Alors, l'équipe Canada aura une deuxième occasion en très peu de temps de jeter dans la mêlée. Une autre attaque à 5.
Right from the face-off, there you see him knocking Tonelli down.
Well, he moved out to cover the point. Got a little more into it than he wanted.
Team Canada
set up a pretty good play there.
They're having a little tough luck around that net. They're getting the chances. The puck's just not bouncing their way yet.
Canada trailing on the shots on goal clock, 15-14 right now. Way underway, and in the corner it's Gardner. Gardner trying to hold it in against the boards against Gimayev's checking along the boards, and it's poked out to center ice. Sutter shooting it back inside the zone. Gimayev for Pervukin. He clears it down the ice. Peters out of his net. Robinson will come back to pick it up. Robinson just flipping it into the corner. Nearly gave that away. Robinson now takes it behind the net as he got the return pass. Robinson, here he comes. At center ice for Coffey. Coffey with Gardner now as he moves up. Gretzky's on the line along with Tonelli. Here's Coffey moving it in. Tonelli's there. He scores!
Et ça lui revient, Jean. Ça lui revient. C'est un but qui jette l'euphorie dans le public. On l'attendait, la foule qui était devenue soudainement silencieuse. Ce but...
Big goal for Team Canada. Here's Paul Coffey going around the defenseman. Makes that little pass out. Tonelli busting for the hole. Right up in the top corner. Beautiful shot.
Look at the reaction from Tonelli. That's a great play. That's a great view of it, too.
Well, that's Paul Coffey. He's noted for coming up in the play, acting as a fourth forward. He makes a great rush there and a great pass out to Tonelli.
Tonelli for Coffey and I imagine Robinson. And for Tonelli, his second goal. An interesting alignment, as you see teeing off there, but an interesting alignment with Tonelli on that line, on the power play.
Well, he gets control of that puck in the corner. He mucks around. He gets in front of the net. Causes a little havoc in there.
A power play goal. Goulet's got the puck now. Canada would like to take it right to them again, see if they can make it two. Out in front. Oh, and a chance. That's Sutsky. Just couldn't control it. Wilson's got it. The Soviets seem to be off their game a little bit right here. Kortsov now as it's hoisted down the ice by Kovin. Out at center ice now, the Soviets hitting the line. That's Barnikov shooting it in. Peters leaving at the side of the net down Goulet. Gretzky at center ice. One man back. That's Kazatonov. Middleton catching up. Gretzky, Middleton shooting it. And just off the shoulder of Mushkin. Back out to the point now. Goulet moving in. Goulet, good move. Goulet shoots it. He's stuck in front as Middleton dives for it. Mushkin covered up. And we'll have a face-off in the Soviet end. And Canada's got the Soviets a little off their game.
They sure do. So great action here. Team Canada, they're all around the net here. Here's Goulet going in for another good scoring chance. Doesn't have really any room to put it in. But when you're playing a European team, if you can get the lead on them, they play an altogether different game than they do if they're up.
Get the second effort here by Middleton. Watch him now. The puck will drop at the feet. He's looking for that loose puck, and he dives, and it just got covered up.
Michigan's been juggling a lot.
Pas de rebond à Middleton, et c'est une chance ratée par l'équipe canadienne qui, au lieu de donner une chance aux Soviétiques de se regrouper avec...
Face-off will be in the Soviet end. There's Mushkin. He's been under fire in this game. He's had to make some saves, but I'll tell you, the goaltenders in this game have been very, very good, both ends.
It's been a great hockey game, and that's what makes a great hockey game, when the goaltenders make those good saves.
Well, Yashin coming off the bench now to come in for this face-off. Messier, Anderson, Gardner, Lowe, and Bourque. The lineman for Team Canada. On the face-off, Messier, and a shot. Now here's Bourque. Bourque chopping it into the corner. Gardner's hauled down as he went after that puck behind the net. Now Messier, or at least Anderson, throws a check against the boards. And it was batted out of midair with a high stick, so we'll have a face-off at the top rim of the circle in Soviet territory. There's Mark Messier. He's been a spark plug. That last period he played against the Soviets has carried over into this hockey game.
He's a big, strong guy, and it's nice to have your strong men at center, you know.
Sergei Shepelev. Dynamo forward. Kind of a rookie. That's a crash through the defense there. Vasiliev moving in. Canada again tightens up defensively. Anderson against the boards. Try to beat it back. He's upended. Tries to reach back for it now. Vasiliev around behind the net. Stops up. Tries to jam it in the short side. Not able to do it. Puck is behind the net. In the crowd. And it was passed ahead there by Lowe. Reached down and passed it ahead, but he got the whistle he wanted.
That's why Kevin Lowe, he saw his teammate there. He put his glove on it, passed it ahead, got the whistle, get things organized. Line change here for Team Canada.
And for the Soviets, who send out their number 1 line, there's Kevin Lowe. The Edmonton Oilers, fine defensive defenseman. Former captain of the Quebec Remparts of the Quebec Major Junior Hockey League. So it's Larionov out there now, along with Karutov and Makarov. And the Sutter line, of course, they seem to be... There's our problem again with that little bit of patch of ice right at the side of the net.
Il est encore trop tôt pour en parler. De toute façon, on a pris des arrangements au cas où l'équipe perdrait. On veut passer quelques heures, sinon peut-être une journée ou deux à Montréal, avant de reprendre la route en direction de Moscou. Et lorsqu'on parle de Montréal, aujourd'hui, on en parlait, Jacques, j'en ai parlé avec plusieurs journalistes de l'étranger, de l'Europe, de la Suède et de la Tchécoslovaquie qui sont ici. Et pour eux, Montréal, Québec sont les deux villes où le tournoi devrait avoir lieu.
Well, I think it's a plus for Team Canada when they can get a few breaks like that.
Get a rest.
That's right.
The tempo has been incredible, and Canada has been right in it. 1-0 Canada leading. Here's Coffey, stick handle pass to Rudolph, and he's out at center ice now. This is a 3-on-3. Shot in now. Tonelli going in after it. Also in there's Bossy. Bossy chops it free. Tonelli after it in the corner. Bossy back behind the net. And it bounces to the side of the net. Mooster! Scramble! And goal just wide of the post. Now turning with it in the corner is Billy Letonov. Now after it is Tonelli. Tonelli fighting off a check. He's knocked down. There's going to be a penalty. Canada will go on a power play again.
Well, that's when you have a guy like John Tonelli. He works as hard as he does. He just keeps those legs going. The only way you're going to get the puck from him is to pull him down, and that's what happened there. Well, here's Tonelli working again. Just
that's Larionov.
He keeps those legs moving.
Well, you put the pressure on, you draw penalties. When you're out-hustling your opposition, this is what has happened to the Soviets. Penalties have been well-earned so far. Larionov goes off for holding.
That's his second penalty. He's only 154 pounds, pulling down a big guy like Tonelli.
Take a look at this action around the net just before the penalty. Now look at this. What great chances. Nobody could get a real good chunk of it there, Carol. Look at this. Sutter goes down. Bossy, I tell you, you can see the hustle and the effort being put in that replay.
Well, there's lots of clutching and grabbing around that net, too. You want to get your stick on it. You can't. The guy's holding it. It's frustrating at times.
Well, the power play for Canada right now, leading 1-0. Gretzky out there. Middleton. They'll use Wilson on the point along with Bourque. And from the face-off, it's Bourque who's got it. Goulet's the other winger. Bork in the corner now, goes in deep, feeds it back to Gretzky. Gretzky off the boards. Bork chopping it into the corner for Goulet. He takes a check in there. Middleton along the boards now. It is cleared away. Here's Middleton. The shot. Oh, down goes Mushkin. He's sitting on it. What a play was made to tee that one up, and I think Bork was the one who let the shot go.
Bork was coming in from his point position. Little dump pass to him by Middleton.
Just a thinking man's play from two teammates, by the way, which may help in that particular instance.
And look at Michel Goulet in front of the net, trying to screen the goalie or get a piece of that puck to change direction.
Vas-y donc, t'es mieux placé que moi. Et aussitôt, le lancer a été décoché. Et le Canada qui attaque sans cesse. Le Canada a même plus de tirs que les Soviétiques.
A couple of players going to be tossed. I think Noeth now is over at the penalty box, and he's called the two captains over, Kazatonov and Gretzky. And Aggie Kuklowitz is over there as well.
He might be telling Tianov to speed up his line changes because he keeps bringing players to the bench and delaying the game a little bit.
Well, Kazatonov will now come over and talk to Tianov. No, he won't. Whatever it was, I think it was between the two captains. I don't know what that was all about. Got any ideas, Eddie Westfall? You down there? You seen anything that we haven't?
Ron, there was quite a conversation a moment ago between referee Mike Noeth and the Soviet coach and players, so he's trying to get the message through.
All right, play underway, out in front. Goal, side, another give and go. That time Gretzky got it away. Wilson keeps it in at the blue line. Can't contain it, and Bork has to go back for it. Bork, they put the pressure on him as Coben moves into forecheck. Bork just stands here. Gretzky comes back, skates by it, and Bork will carry the puck. Out he comes. Raymond Bork at center ice. Leads the rush to the line. Bork fading to the boards. He's got Goulet in front. Oh, by Middleton at the side of the net. Tries to jam it, and Gretzky rolled it wide. Now in the corner, it's Goulet. Gretzky cleared to the point. Bork was turned the wrong way, and he'll have to go back for it. 1 minute left in the penalty. And behind his own net. Shorts off forechecking. Wilson out along the boards. Here's Tonelli leading the rush with Messier. Robs for Messier. Messier to Bossy. Bouncing back. Oh, another great chance. That one hopped over the stick of Tonelli. Goulet back near his own line now. Gives it on this side for Messier. Messier to the line. Tonelli cutting for the net. Messier trailing on the play. Clears it in front. Oh, goodness. What an immense chance. And it just stopped by Mushkin.
How that one stayed on, I don't know. I don't know if he saved it or hit the post, but a great play here by Tonelli. Carries the puck in behind the net. Makes a pass right out through the crease. How that one's... Mission got his glove on it. Nice save there.
Hit a post and came back into him. And he saved it a second time. Watch it from behind the net. You'll get an idea. There it is, rolling right at the line and covered up.
Team Canada's power play has been very, very impressive tonight. They've had control of the puck in each situation. Each time they've had a man advantage and all sorts of scoring chances.
Et je pense que Tikhonov a dit à l'arbitre américain, viens
Had it going on the power play. They lead 1-0. They are dominating this hockey game. They need a couple more goals. Here's Messier from the face-off. Taking it out of harm's way as Starikov clears it around the boards and Robinson picks it up. 20 seconds left in the power play. Robinson, Messier couldn't get that. Hustling in after it now. Bossy, or at least Gretzky, but it's touched in there by Gamayev, and a face-off will result on the icing. Back down in the Team Canada zone. Canada's had 4 shots on this power play.
C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA. Il reste 9 minutes et 7 secondes avant la fin.
Power play for Team Canada. The face-off will be in their end. Messier will take the draw against Sergei Shepelev. From the face-off, Messier feeds it back to Wilson. Behind the net, trying to feed it away. It's behind the net now, and it's Canada will bring it up with Wilson at center ice. The pass for Huddy. Huddy just batted it ahead, and that'll be called. And a face-off in the center ice zone at 3 seconds remaining in the Larionov penalty. Charlie Huddy. Very steady defenseman.
He signed as a free agent with Edmonton, and 2 years ago, he was the plus-minus leader in the whole National Hockey League. It's an important stat.
Well, they move Wilson up, so they're playing 4 abreast with just Huddy back as Messier wins the draw. Now quickly to Anderson. Anderson relays it into the Soviet zone. Going back is Gemayev, clears it to the point. Wilson just kicks it ahead now. Over, shot here, right on, rebound, loose puck, down and shoved in against the post with the puck underneath him is Mushkin. Well, they got it going again.
Great chance.
The penalty has expired.
We need a few breaks. We have to get a couple of those into the net. Here's a play. Gardner sees Messier off the side, yeah.
Oh, look at that loose puck.
Letting a few loose pucks around there.
That's one thing Mushkin's doing. There are a few rebounds there to handle. Trouble corralling that one, and that set the stage for Anderson to cut right into the crease. Now Canada makes a change now as they put Peter Stastny out there with Bourne and Bellows. Lowe and Bork for Canada. Semenov taking the draw. Stastny back to the blue line, and out to center ice it comes. Yashin had a stick checked away from him by Lowe. Canada in possession now. Bork ahead. Bellows put it right behind Stastny. It goes all the way down into the Soviet zone, and icing will be called as it's touched by Billy Litvinov. And back into Team Canada territory once again. 8:27 left in the second period, and it's 1-0 Canada. How about those credentials, Darryl?
Been around for a while. He's their big tough guy. They call him the policeman, and apparently he'll drop his gloves and fight if he has to.
Yeah. The Soviets say the toughest guy in Soviet hockey, without question, is Fetisov.
Well, he's tough too. He's strong in front of the net. He's probably the best defenseman in the world today.
No, he's not here. He has got a broken ankle, a very bad break, as a matter of fact. He's going to miss the first 3 months of the season, I'm told. Out near the line, Bossy trying to break free. Here's a backhand shot wide of the net. Peters keeps it behind the net with his stick. Bork goes down with the puck underneath him and holds it, and we'll get another face-off. And Canada will try to win the draw this time.
Well, it's been a while since Pete Peters has really faced a shot. Sometimes when a goalie's sitting down on the other end there, gives him time to think and he cools out a little bit. Let's see how he makes out here.
Well, Canada had 5 shots on that last power play, failed to score, and you know, you got to take advantage. The old line about how many scoring chances you're going to get in a game. Eddie Westfall touched on it during the opening of the show. Got to take advantage of the 9 or 10 you're going to get against the Soviets. Canada's had about that many so far in this hockey game. A lot more than we thought. A lot more than the quota against the Soviets. Pinelli ahead now at center ice. This could be a 2-on-1 over the line. Bossy getting set, tees it up and shoots it. Glove side of Mushkin, and he handled it. That's the shot that Bossy likes to let go, looking for the top corner glove side.
Well, Pinelli made a great play coming out of Team Canada's end there. He picked up the puck along the boards and threw it up to Bossy, and Bossy lets that quick shot go.
There's the glove save, juggled by Mushkin, and then he hung on as he let it drop to the ice.
He's juggled almost everything that's come out of tonight.
Yeah, that's very interesting. But the defense is tightened up, and they've covered up on a lot of those rebounds. Sutter now rolls it in front of the net, gets it again behind the net. Sutter stopped up behind the net now as he's checked in there by Kazatonov. Fights off that check, and there's Pinelli doing his work in the corner now. Pinelli fighting off a high stick in there. Larionov's in on top of Pinelli, and it's Kazatonov around the boards, kept in by Robinson. And finally the Soviets bring it out to center ice. Larionov over the line, shoots it into the corner, looks for his own rebound behind the net. Coffey in on top of him. Coffey digs it out. Bossy fell as he tried to reach that puck. Zubkov kept it in, shot it to the side of the net. Marutov couldn't deflect it. Coffey, that rig wide pass. Way out of his net is Mushkin. He covers it up, then slides it into the corner. Robinson moves in, checks it in against the boards to get the whistle. We'll have a face-off inside the Soviet zone. 1-0.
Je suis dans un moment au réseau TVA. 21 secondes encore à jouer en deuxième. En 12 minutes et 39 secondes en deuxième, le Canada mène dans les tirs au but 15 contre 5. Alors, c'est très significatif. Le Canada qui est sorti du vestiaire en rugissant et il a profité d'une pénalité à l'adversaire pour aller chercher ce but qui, jusqu'à maintenant, s'avère très précieux.
Games against Team Canada in the Canada Cups, and that's why he's here, because he's a tough little guy.
Goulet will take the draw now. And Middleton reaching for that puck and rolls in front of the net. Starikoff takes it out of harm's way behind the net. Then is checked off. The puck and rolls in front. But Coben is right there. Coben being checked from behind by Middleton. Also moving across is Goulet. Wilson, the rink-wide pass. Over the line comes Gretzky in a 2-on-1. Gets it over. The shot by Goulet. Gretzky, side of the net. Back out for Huddy. Huddy shoots it in there. The save is made. The Soviets inside the zone. Now Middleton. Gretzky behind the net now. Gretzky tried to roll it in front of the net. That was blocked by the defense. Now Middleton, he's knocked down. And it's cleared out to center ice. Wilson flipped it up into his own bench. And it'll be called for a face-off in the center ice zone. The 6:39 remaining in the second period.
It's been a long time since I've seen a Soviet team so off balance for such a long period of time. Team Canada is doing a great job of checking them. When the Soviet player does have the puck, they finish their checks off and take the guys out.
An interesting statistic on the Soviets, and this has been the way, it seems like everybody they bring up, the replacements and so on, they're all shoot from the same side. Here is puck cleared in front of the net, went off Kevin Lowe's stick and rolled just wide of the net and is golfed up through center ice now. Back to get it will be Pervukin. Pervukin clears it behind his net. Ilya Letinov clearing it out to center ice now, goes by everybody, and Bork has got it. And what has happened here? Messier's going to pick up a penalty for something that happened behind the play. Well, the Soviets will go on the power play for the first time since a penalty to Pete Peters back in the first period. Canada, meanwhile, has had a...
Ce qu'il venait de faire pour 2 minutes.
Le Sater se dit, pas encore un des miens. Messier au banc des pénalités à 13 minutes 48 secondes. Messier, lui, qui n'a pas cru un seul instant, selon ses commentaires, tout ce qu'il a pu se dire au sujet de la dissension, de l'animosité dans l'équipe. C'est parce qu'il n'a pas...
The thing about that was, at the 14:49 mark of the first period, I made a note after the Makarov penalty for holding. It was 9-3 favor the Soviets. So Canada has really come on since then with 24 shots to just 6. And Canada has the 1 goal. Interesting ebb and flow, of course, to these international games between Canada and the Soviet Union. They have that explosive ability. Chopped out to center ice off the face-off. Now the Soviets is fed back along the boards for Sutter. Sutter ducks away from a check, then turns and fires it down into the Soviet zone. Zubkov is out there with Kazatonov on the power play at the duck away from the forechecking of Tonelli. Sutter, Tonelli in forechecking again as Zubkov picks it up. They peel back now. Makarov ahead for Zubkov at center ice now. Zubkov will lead the rush, gets it over to Makarov. Makarov over the line now. It's Krutov going for the side of the net. Makarov back to the blue line, gets the return pass from Zubkov to the side of the net. Krutov makes the move, and he was forced behind the net. Didn't get any room at all from Peters. Now Canada jamming in against the boards. It pops free, and it's cleared down the ice by Brett Sutter. Hoisted out of the net now. 1:07 remaining in the power play. At center ice, it's Larionov. Turning with it, Gretzky on top of him. Now it's checked away again as Krutov tried to stick out. There's Bourne. Bourne going in with Gretzky in the corner. Gretzky, Canada controlling it even as they're short-handed here, and Gretzky goes down. They try to poke it free. Kazatonov is there. The puck is still loose. And finally it pops free as the referee lost sight of it. It'll be called for a face-off outside the blue line as it was batted ahead. 43 seconds left in the power play.
Good job by Bob Bourne and Wayne Gretzky killing the time. The clock on this penalty.
4:55 remaining in the second period. As you look at the great one.
Well, he's scored a lot of shorthanded goals in the National Hockey League, and when he's out there killing a penalty, a lot of times he's thinking offense.
Over the line, Gretzky's in over the line, and he digs the puck loose and shoots it, but it's right off the leg of Ilya Letinov. Now Gretzky steals it, out in front. Bourne couldn't get that pass. Now Gretzky again, and he clears it to the side of the net. Pervukin clears it off on the wing. The Soviets at center ice now. Down to the line they come, and it's offside, and we'll have a face-off outside the blue line with 20 seconds remaining in the power play. As we look there at Sergei Yashin. Well, like the pressure being felt on the Soviet bench as well right now. It's a 1-0 hockey game. And the Soviet Union on this power play have not had a shot on goal. 20 seconds left. All they need is one, of course.
They got their big line out there again. Larionov, Makarov, and Krutov.
Sutter, Coffey, Robinson from the face-off. Look at Bossy out there killing this off as well. Robinson clearing it off the boards now, pinching in from the point position as Kazatonov is cleared down the ice. Back to get it is Zubkov with 6 seconds remaining in the power play. They fall in the corner now. Canada gets possession, but Bossy couldn't hold it. Now Coffey waits for Bossy to get onside. Penalty's over. Messier hustles into the corner after it. That is Mushkin stepping out. That puck hit a stanchion in the corner and failed to go around the boards. Now they nearly steal it again. Canada is just swarming all over the Soviets at this stage. Over the line now for Rutov. Rutov in front of the net now and unable to get the shot away with Makarov. They roll it to the side of the net. Bossy. Now it's Larionov. Larionov checked by Huddy. They jam against the boards, try to get the face-off. Now here is Messier. He clears it out through center ice. Back to get it will be Kazatonov. And it's cleared around the boards. Icing will be called. 3:33.
C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA. Eh bien, cette vague humaine qui déferle à nouveau dans le Saddle Dome, ça fait le tour et ça jette de l'enthousiasme dans la place.
Also forcing the Russians to make unforced errors. They're starting to give up the puck.
Interesting thing, the Soviets have the worst power play in the tournament right now, and we talked a little about Fetisov and the fact that he is missing. That is a key factor because he's a wheelman back there on the power play. Here's Wilson behind his net now. Wilson, they also, may I say, have the best goals against in the tournament. They protected their goaltender well. Here's the lead pass. Goulet deflects it out to center ice. It's knocked down out there. And back in over the line now comes Koven. Koven up against the boards with Huddy on top of him. Clears it around the net. There's going to be a penalty to Wilson. He knocked, I believe it was Skvortsov, into the net. I believe that's Skvortsov there. Yes, it is.
Skvortsov was busting to the net to get a pass from Koven, and Doug Wilson caught him with his stick and upended him right into the net. Here's where those magnetic nets come in handy again. The net came off its moorings, and
he was knocked into the net. I don't think he hit any of the post at all, but the play was going behind the net, and Skvortsov got behind him in the goal crease, and he just got knocked off his pins, as I think he took a little bit of a check. They call it roughing. You see the Koven there right behind him with that bad cut over his eye. Both of them coming to the bench. They're from Gorky, about 360 kilometers from Moscow, a big car plant there that sponsors the hockey team. And this whole line of Koven, Skvortsov, and Varnikov, a veteran line, average age is 29. They've been together a long time. And they love to play this kind of hockey. Koven, 3:08 left in the period now. Wilson off, and Canada will be killing off a penalty. But the line for the Soviet Union right now is centered by Semenov with Yashin and Svetlov. From the face-off, Canada gets possession again, winning that draw. Out at center ice they come now. Messier head for Bourne, hopped over his stick, and again, the goaltender Mushkin has been forced to play the puck inside his own zone. Now out at center ice once again. To the line, it's checked away. The Soviets in the center ice zone now. Svetlov back into Soviet territory for Bielyaletdinov. Cleared off the boards. It bounces away from everybody. And Robinson plays it. They let it go because there was a two-line pass there, and it was offside. Now it's golfed down near the Soviet line. Turning with it and starting out is Semenov. Semenov clearing it into the Canada zone. Coffey clearing it right back out again. That bouncing puck scooped up by Mushkin. And he is forced to cover up on the power play in his own zone. And again, it's that aggressive play, never let up type play that Canada has featured throughout this hockey game so far.
Well, when you're a player on the ice and you have the puck, you can make the good plays if you have lots of time to do it. Team Canada is continually staying on the Soviets, making them pass the puck, and maybe they're not quite ready to. There you saw Sutter going in on top of Mishkin, not giving him a chance to to give it to his players, causing a face-off.
2:24 left in the period, 1:16 remaining in the power play. Starikov comes off the bench. Their big line, the Soviets, Larionov, Karutov, and Makarov out there. Puck is back to the blue line. Robinson flipping it in. It's deflected in front of the net. And it winds up on the stick of Alexei Kazatonov. Kazatonov cutting in front of his own net now. Forced back again. Now feeds it ahead for Karutov. Taps it over to the wing for Makarov. Makarov's over the line. Stick handling with that puck now. Karutov at the side of the net, but it's checked away and cleared out to center ice. Canada will make a change. It's back into his own zone as Kazatonov. Here come the Soviets once again. Karutov at center ice now, working to the line. Fakes the shot, drops it. Larionov, Makarov. Makarov against the board. In for Larionov. Behind the net. There's it out to the point for Kazatonov. His shot is blocked by Gretzky. Cleared to an open side now. 29 seconds left in the power play. In the corner now. Makarov. Makarov. Being checked closely by Lowe. In the corner, Karutov picks it up. Karutov is checked by Lowe. Behind the net. Larionov. Back out to Kazatonov. Starikov. His shot is wide of the net. Hits the side of the net. Now turning with it is Karutov. Karutov. 7 seconds left in the power play. Karutov in front of that. Kazatonov, and his shot is wide. Now against the boards. It's flipped out to center ice. The penalty is over. Karutov, he shot it off low. Now near the point. Kazatonov against the boards. It's low off the boards and down the ice for the icing here. As back to get it is Starikov. And Canada has successfully killed off the penalty. And in 4 minutes of power play time, the Soviets have failed to get a shot.
Wilson était de retour au jeu. Les gens se lèvent d'un bond pour saluer cette performance de l'équipe canadienne. Jusqu'à maintenant dans le tournoi, les 2 meilleures périodes jouées par l'équipe du pays.
Et chose à remarquer pour...
Well, Wayne Gretzky said it in the paper. What do they have to do to beat the Soviets? And he said play flawless hockey, and they're doing that.
Now the puck is cleared near the line. The Soviets trying to keep it in, but it just cleared the line, and Shepelev brought it back in. So now with 44 seconds left in the second period, Canada leading 1-0 on a power play goal by John Tonelli. Way back at the 7:17 mark of this second period. Coffey and Robinson assisting. From the face-off, puck is cleared back into the Soviet zone. Perbukin back to get it. Icing is called once again, and we'll have another face-off back in the Team Canada zone. Messier out there with his line, which has been very effective. But isn't it interesting? It's that line, and it usually is in a game like this, of grinders that scores the goal for you. It's Tonelli in this case on a power play, but Tonelli with that aggressive forechecking that he's featured throughout this tournament.
Well, he's been one of the most consistent players for Team Canada. Like we said earlier, with his hustle and work, he makes things happen out there.
Yidiak Gimaev taking the draw for the Soviet Union against Messier. Messier wins the draw. It's back in the corner. Coffey hoists it down the ice now. There'll be a race for it inside the zone. Perbukin clearing it off the boards. And it's kept in at the point by Bourne. Now after it against the boards, it's Bourne. He moves after it, but it clears the line on the center ice. It's Coffey to Robinson. Robinson to Coffey. Coffey back in his own zone. Flips it out at center ice again. Canada wants to go to the dressing room with this 1-0 lead. They're just throwing the puck out. Coffey with 7 seconds left in the period. There's the long drifting shot. On the boards, it's Perbukin. 2 seconds left. Perbukin behind the net, and the period is over.
Ce fut encore une fois un deuxième engagement rempli d'action, et le Canada a bien tenu. Il s'est jeté en avant, 1-0 lors d'un avantage numérique. 6e but marqué par le Canada lors d'avantage numérique clos.
Alors, les tirs au but par l'URSS en deuxième période, 6 pour un total de 16. Par l'équipe canadienne, 17 pour un total de 27.
C'est 1-0 équipe du Canada après 40 minutes de jeu. C'est la Coupe Canada 84.
Et de gober un système de jeu, de former une équipe, de s'entendre, d'éviter toutes les frictions, toutes les discussions inutiles.
For that net, that's what they have to do to keep the Soviets off balance.
Soviets have 5 penalties in this hockey game, and Team Canada has 4 right at the blue line, having trouble controlling the puck under the checking of Larionov. That's Paul Coffey. Now behind the net, Robinson around for Coffey. Coffey backing up and then flipping it out to center ice now. Unable to control it. After it is Sutter there. Mushkin way out of his net now. He's going to cover it up and hold it. Penalty for that in the National Hockey League. And international hockey, it's just something that is done.
Well, when you get out of the net like that, I'm sure from a goalie's point of view, it's scary because you give the puck to the wrong guy, it's going to be in your own net. So Michigan just played it safe and took the whistle.
Brent Sutter. For bigger effort than he's put in, and that line.
He's had a great tournament, that's for sure.
Wonder how, you know, we remember the 1981 tournament and how it carried over into the regular season for such players, the 76 tournament even more, but certainly 81 carried over for such players as Rick Middleton. Others that had great seasons coming off the Canada Cup. Back out the blue line now. Here's low shot. It gets right through. Brown has batted into the corner. Mushkin covered it up and then cleared it in. A quick whistle there by Moa. Along with Middleton, it comes back to Bork to Middleton. Middleton just tipping it ahead now. Goulet hustling in. He had 5 shots on goal in the second period back near the line. And Lowe couldn't contain it. Bork comes across, picks it up, clears it ahead. Gretzky at center ice. Gretzky ahead right through Goulet's legs. And it's cleared back in again. Bork back after it. Bork being pressured in the corner by Varnikov. Hogan's there. Gretzky flips it along the boards. Middleton ahead for at center ice now. Bork sent it away. Goulet, Gretzky catching up now. Goulet set the shot right on. And it's kicked away by Mushkin. Varnikov out at center ice now. Icing will be the call. And back to get it is Coffey. And we'll have a face-off again in the Soviet zone.
And there's another shot by Goulet. A great effort there. Coming in off the wrong wing, and he lets the shot go. And Mushkin's right on the top of his crease to get his pad on it.
Having the time of his life in this tournament, enjoying himself.
He's playing like it, too.
Here's another shot, this one by Gartner, that was deflected wide of the net. Pervulkin out at center ice, Robinson. Robinson clearing it ahead now for Anderson. Anderson off the boards and hustling back in now. It's Pervulkin. In the forecheck is Gartner. Also in there now is Messier. Messier to Gartner in the corner. He's checked by Vilya Letdinov, and it's cleared out to center ice now. Stetlov trying to get loose. Semenov there, and he turns with it. Semenov, but it goes right to Robinson. Robinson gets the return pass. He's out at center ice now. Robinson dropping it off, and it's backhanded in by Messier. Canada changing quickly here. Along the boards, Yashin. Yashin at center ice now. Sutter reaches for Yashin. Yashin's over the line, drops the pass, and into the second net by Anderson. Back comes Canada. Gardner getting it from Sutter. Gardner hops over a check, gets into the line. It's through center ice now, and the Soviets come back. Svedlov to the line. Svedlov, 2 good moves. And it rolled off the end of his stick. Now they shoot it across the goal mouth. Dubkov on the far point. Clears it in well wide of the net. Now up against the boards. Huddy moving after that puck. Sutter goes in. Carrying the puck is Svedlov. He's behind the net now. Tonelli's in there as well. He kicks it free, falls, puck's underneath him, and it's called for a face-off deep in the Team Canada zone.
There's some good action there. Team Canada has to be careful not to turn the puck over in the mid-zone. That's when the Soviet players are what they're so good at. They can go from defense to offense, catch you flat-footed at your blue line.
Tonelli has the goal in this hockey game so far. Coffey, Tonelli deflecting it out to center ice, just getting it out there, which is what they want to do. Ilyich Yemaev. There's it ahead now along the boards for Kazatonov, who feeds it through to center ice. Shapelov, takes a hit as he unloaded that pass. Zubkov clearing it into the corner now, low. Round the boards, Tonelli deflects it out to center ice again. Back to get it is Kazatonov. Canada makes the change. Gretzky comes on the ice. Kazatonov clearing it past Gretzky. Over the line, hustling for it is Shepelov out in front. They shot it wide is Yemaev. Now back into the corner. Yemaev on the boards. Gretzky picks it up and he clears it to center ice. There'll be icing here as back to get it is Vladimir Zubkov. And as he touches it, we'll have a face-off back inside the Team Canada zone. Union has had 2 shots on goal. Here's Soviets trying to tee it up now. They roll it in, and they hit it right on the stick. Out at center ice now comes Canada with Glenn Anderson bringing it in over the line now. Anderson in the corner. Gartner cutting for the net now. Anderson pushed up against the boards. Now in against the boards, Anderson. Anderson pokes it free, and it's patted out of midair and out to center ice by Karutov. And it's Robinson. Robinson clearing it ahead, but he put it right on the stick of Larionov. Ahead for Svetlov. Svetlov trying to split through the defense. He's knocked down, and Robinson, I believe, is going to get the penalty.
Well, a little bit of a cheap call there. Larry just tried to hold him up. I think his stick got hooked underneath the arm of Stelnov.
Well, here he comes, and as the stick got around him, he got a pretty good hook. He caught, and finally knocked down on the play. Well, Robinson will go off. I'd like to see Robinson go off on a penalty because you're losing a tremendous penalty killer on top of everything else.
Well, he's very effective out there in front of the net. He's big. He's got a long reach. He can steer those passes, get a stick on him. Let's see if Canada can kill this off.
Well, Soviet Union in the last 2 penalties have not had a shot on goal. That's the 3rd straight penalty called against Team Canada. Now the penalties are even in the game at 5 minors apiece. Karutov will take the draw here inside the line. And from the faceoff, Larionov overskated it, and Sutter digs it out. Now low around the boards, and it's deflected down the ice. Messier doing the job there. He heads for the bench, and Bourne comes on. Well, the penalty killers are out there now. Low, Bourque, Sutter, and Bourne. Has the tone off, and he threw it off. Bourne skate. Moving up is Zubkov. He's forced back now. Zubkov ahead. Larionov beats it back into his own zone, and Zubkov is going to have to go back for it. Well, the Soviets have just not been organized. Kazatonov coming straight up ice to center ice. Kazatonov getting it to Makarov, and he's checked at center ice, and Messier sends it back to Pervukin at the blue line. Karutov out along the boards to center ice. On the wing for Larionov. Drops it off for Makarov. Karutov's in front of the net as Makarov tries to set it up from the boards. Makarov, Canada goes into the box behind the net. Here's Lowe driving it off the boards and down the ice.
Some great checking by Team Canada there. They're getting the sticks on those pucks, grabbing hold of the loose puck, and shooting it down the ice.
All right, it's center ice now. It's Yashin to the line. Yashin trying to go around the defense, and he's chased out of there by Coffey. Gretzky loses the puck. Coffey covers up, and he sends it down the ice. 42 seconds left in the power play. Pervukin at the side of the net. Forechecking is Messier. Ahead, Yashin through center ice. It's Semenov. Semenov clearing to the wing. Now he gets it in front of the net. They score on the back end as Vasiliev cut in from the wing.
Well, there's the play the Soviets like to do. They circle in the mid zone. They want to hit that line with speed. 3 guys coming across together. They catch our defenseman back in a little bit. Nice play by Svetlov on his backhand, right up in the top shelf.
Well, we got a 1-1 tie. And there's that play in front of the net. And Peters going across the goal mouth. They just got it up over him now. Svetlov.
Right into the arm of Pete Peters.
Well, this is his first appearance in major international hockey, and Svetlov comes up with a very, very big goal. So it's a 1-1 tie. Face-off at center ice now. Canada. The teams have divided power play goals. Sutter back inside his own zone. Robinson at center ice now. The lead pass intended for Tonelli. Sutter digs it out, chops it into the Soviet zone. Tonelli. Rossi's behind the net as well. Tonelli roughed up against the glass now as he's checked in there by Stelnov. Now it's cleared out to the blue line. Here's Coffey and the shot. And it went off a leg. Out at center ice, and Coffey chops it up into the penalty timekeeper's bench. Face off in the center ice zone.
S'en aillent tous les deux vers Peters. Coupe Canada 84 se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA. 14 minutes et 14 secondes. Encore à jouer en troisième. 1-1 et la marque.
And Bellows on the face-off. It's back there, the Team Canada line. Moving up with the puck now is Bourque, and he's offside on the play.
Une percée en zone adverse de Raymond Bourque, qui avait été devancé par Rick Middleton, à qui une passe était destinée plus tard, mais c'est refusé à la ligne 2 de l'équipe soviétique. Sader à l'écran.
Bourque right now drifting a long shot in. It's high off the glass. Goulet going up against the boards and is chopped along the boards, but kept in right there. Stastny trying to dig it out and moves it in now. Along the boards, Goulet cleared through everybody's legs, and out of center ice, the Soviets breaking loose now with Gimayev. Gimayev to the line, and he is double-teamed as he tried to split the defense of Lowe and Bourque. Now it is Middleton. Ahead. Stastny at center ice now. Goulet moving through center ice now. Drifts it in there. It's blocked by Moishkin. At the side of the net, Kazatonov. Kazatonov shot it off a stick. It's out of center ice, and the pass intended for Gimayev was knocked away. Now cleared in. Robinson really reefed Vasiliev up against the boards. Nearly sent him over the boards. Here's Goulet with the long drifting shot. Backboard is Pervukin along the boards, and it went by everybody, and Robinson leaves it for Stastny. Stastny's checked at center ice. Now Karutov. Karutov with that great speed, moving for the net. He circles the net, tried to throw it back against the flow, and Robinson was with him the whole way. Now along the boards. Canada will make a change as Karutov picks it up. Ahead for Makarov. Makarov with Larionov. Over the line, Makarov trying to go through. He scores! Tremendous effort by Makarov.
What an individual effort that was there. The Soviets have been picking it up a little. Here's Makarov on the two defensemen. Turns Larry inside out there, and beautiful play on his backhand.
Oh, not much Larry Robinson could do. Tremendous fake, and then there's the goal, and then he slides into the goal post, and now it's 2-1 for the Soviet Union. Makarov scoring his 6th goal of this tournament. And the Soviet Union here in the 3rd period has forged ahead. Well, Canada now facing an uphill battle. Huddy against the boards. Gardner clears it ahead. Went around it right at his line was Semenov. Ahead, Yashin. Yashin to the line now. Yashin getting set. Shoots it. A save by Peters, and he holds on.
Well, the Soviets have picked up the tempo, that's for sure, in the last 4 or 5 minutes of play. They're attacking the line with speed.
The Soviets went a long time between shots on goal, but then their 17th and 18th shots went into the net. Or at least against Semenov with a face-off behind the net. Wristed out to center ice now. Sutter is upended. Sutter comes up with it now, a 3-on-1, and it's offside, and I don't know why. We'll have to look at the replay on that one. Somebody apparently preceded the puck over the line, and it was a 3-on-1.
Might even been a 4-on-1 there. Team Canada was all up on the play here.
Well, there's Bossy, and he stepped over the line. Just a shade too quickly. A little over-anxious. Boy, look at the white jerseys going in.
4 Team Canada sweaters on the attack.
The goals scored at 5:19 and 7:08. Sverdlov, his 4th goal of the tournament from Semenov and Yashin at 5:19, and then Makarov, his 6th of the tournament from Karutov at 7:08. And it's 2-1. Peters leaving it for Huddy at the side of his net now. He backhands it into the corner. Up against the boards. Soviets controlling it in the zone. Sportsov checked in there by Wilson. Wilson, Sutter in there as well as they work it along the boards. Barnikov holding it in. He'll get the face-off in the Team Canada zone.
Il se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA. Si Makarov a marqué un 6e but, c'est un 8e point pour Krutov. Dans le tournoi, Campé et Krutov ont chacun 8 points. 12 minutes et 3 secondes encore à jouer en 3e période. On reprendra à la gauche de Pete Peters avec Kovin à la mise en jeu. Middleton qui se pointe en zone adverse, accélère, veut rejoindre Fouk de l'autre côté. Là, c'est encore une fois le filet qui sort de ses amarres. La finale commencera dimanche 20h à partir du Saddle Dome de Calgary, ici même, au réseau TVA. entre la Suède et le...
Team Canada has to be patient here. They can't try to force the Soviets and get 3 guys caught. Those 2-on-1s and 3-on-2s can kill us. We still have lots of time here to get a goal.
Well, here's Kazatonov clearing it around the boards. Checkmate against the boards. The Soviets break out, but Koben couldn't reach that rolling puck. Varnikov moving up. He's checked. Bork is checked again at center ice, and is finally cleared in by Zubkov. Out of his net, Peters giving it to Bork, ahead for Middleton. Middleton just sends it back deep in his own zone. Kevin Lowe now. Lowe stopped behind his net. Soviets now getting more aggressive in the Team Canada end with the lead. Lowe cradling that puck, sends it out to Gretzky at center ice now. Gretzky couldn't hold the puck. Pervukin checked at the blue line, and it's in deep, and Kazatonov's got it. Kazatonov out at center ice, deflected down into the Team Canada zone. Robinson will touch it, and icing will be called.
2-1 en faveur de l'équipe soviétique.
Larry Robinson a sa 3e participation dans le tournoi de la Coupe Canada. C'est très bien qu'il en est dans sa dernière. C'est pour cette raison qu'il aurait voulu conserver le souvenir d'une victoire et qu'il y tient tant. Et malgré tout ce qu'il a pu se dire, malgré tout ce qui s'est passé, Robinson dit c'est le tournoi dont je me souviendrai le plus longtemps.
Messier à la mise en jeu. À sa droite, c'est Garker. À sa gauche, Anderson.
Now from the blue line, kept in, then lost by Paul Coffey. Robinson back at his blue line. Robinson ahead. Messier had trouble handling that puck now. It bounces loose inside the zone. Robinson overskates it. But coming back now is Team Canada at center ice with Glenn Anderson picking it up. He lost it right at the line and then carries on over the line. The bouncing puck is finally cleared out to center ice and knocked down by Paul Coffey. Coffey. Over the line comes Messier. Messier still with that puck, drops it off. Gartner trailing on the play, and it's cleared back along the boards for Vasiliev. Robinson back to his defense. Ahead for Anderson. Anderson to the line, but he can't get it over the line. Waits for Messier to get back onside, then hoists it in there. And it goes up over the glass behind Soviet goaltender Vladimir Muishkin. Face-off will be just outside the blue line.
Well, the Soviets are checking very close. They're keeping a 3rd man high at all times. Not letting Canada attack that line with speed. They're picking up their wingers and doing a fine job of disorientating Canada at this point.
Well, Mike Fossey out there along with Sutter and Zanelli. Larionov. Big line for the Soviets. Makarov, who's got the puck now, along with Kuroda. Look at that move by Makarov just inside his line. Now he's at center ice. There's it away. Starikov. He's checked now. Hopping over the line is Sutter. Sutter going in all alone. Back in. He shot it wide. Now Tonelli digs it out. There's that line again along the boards, and out come the Soviets with Larionov and Karutov. And Larionov fakes it, shoots it, hit the post. And then it hits Wilson coming back and goes wide of the net. Now at center ice, Sutter. Sutter along the boards. He's checked, but it's cleared in. Starikov's got it for the Soviets. Stelnov on this side. At center ice, it's Larionov. Larionov over the line now. Larionov behind the net. After it is Makarov. He's checked. Moving up now is Wilson to center ice. Wilson to the line. Wilson dropping it off. Moving with it is Tonelli. Tonelli's checked. It winds up in the corner. The Soviets in possession now with Kurutov. Out to the line, and it was over top of Gretzky. Gretzky over for Bork. Bork at center ice, and he shoots it to the line. Soviets making a change here as Larionov sends it deep into his own zone. Zubkov. Out to center ice, past Gretzky, past Middleton, and he shoots it in. Peters out of his net. He clears it off the boards on the far side. Out at center ice now, that bouncing pass went right by Goulet. The Soviets in their own zone. Kazatonov, Zubkov, Bork. Feeds it right back to his defense. Low, cleared in, but Kazatonov was in the way of that. Comes over the line, brought right back out by Semyonov. Now back to the line again. Kazatonov, Yashin, and it was batted ahead, I believe. It'll be a face-off outside in the center ice zone.
C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuivra dans un petit moment au réseau TVA. Le Canada qui menait à...
The Soviet Union leading Canada 2-1 on 2 quick goals here in the 3rd period. Canada came into the 3rd period with the 1-0 lead. Gartner ahead. Over the line, cleared right back out to center ice by Semyonov. Robinson's got it. Robinson ahead. And over the line now comes Gartner. Gartner hustling after that puck, overskated it. Losing his stick on the play was Zubkov. Check is thrown in there. They try to move it out over the line. Semenoff is checked by Robinson, and it's hoisted back inside the zone. Zubkov then trying to duck away from the checking of Anderson, and he's out at center ice. Gartner brings it back in again. Gartner, the shot, the save is made. Tremendous low shot by Gartner. Now back to the line comes Semenoff. Over the line, Yashin wasn't ready for that pass. Yashin moving in now. East check, clears it in front. They shot it wide. Now back out to the line. Kasatonov. His shot is blocked by Robinson, and Team Canada breaks out. Robinson over the line now. Robinson heading for the net. Robinson behind the net. Being checked from behind, and he tapped it back there where Semenoff picked it up. Semenoff takes a check as he passed the puck away. Out at center ice for the Soviets. Mikhail Varnikov. He couldn't hold it. Canada comes back. Through center ice. Here's Tonelli. Trying to circle the defense. Out in front. Bossy. And what a chance, but he was busy trying to fend off a check there and couldn't see the pass. Bork at center ice. Coben. Now along the boards. Varnikov clears it in. Bork is behind his net, getting it from Peters. Along the boards, and Canada starts out. Sutter. At center ice for Bossy. Bossy goes through the defenseman's legs. Ilyeletdinov unable to hold that. It's cleared along the boards, but not out. Now Varnikov. Low back inside his own blue line. Bork. Rink-wide pass. Gretzky has to stop as the man was offside. Middleton also went offside. Now it's cleared loose in the center ice zone. Gretzky. He's got it again. There's it to Middleton. Middleton battling a bouncing puck, and it's cleared to center ice and dropped back in by Wilson. Didn't like the call, but it was a legitimate one, and it faced off outside the blue line.
Well, Canada doesn't have a whole lot of time to get something going here. Notice they're not getting the chances they were earlier in the game. Maybe they got to start dumping that puck on Michigan. Maybe taking a few face-offs in the Soviet zone to get some attack going. They also have to double team the Soviet player so they knock a guy off the puck if there's another guy to pick up that loose puck.
Gretzky losing the draw there to Gemayev. Over the line, though, comes Middleton. Over-skating it is Bourne. Middleton at the point that bounces over the line and is called on the offside again as Wilson flipped it in with Bourne trapped along with Gretzky. So another face-off outside the blue line. There's Bob Bourne of the New York Islanders from Kindersley, Saskatchewan. Gretzky taking the draw. It's over the line, but the Soviets have possession. Cleared, but not out. Now getting it to center ice is Stelnov. And coming back is Bourne. Did a nice job ahead to Gretzky. Now Middleton. Oh, Middleton! He shot it wide! Middleton got his stick on it, but shot it wide. Now Canada trying to get the face-off inside the zone. It's kept in. Coffey. Here's the shot right off. It's blocked right in front of the net. Now Wilson. Wilson into the corner. Bourne. Gretzky out in front. Cleared it in front. They banged away. Gretzky turning. Clears it for Wilson. His shot.
Great pressure here by Team Canada on the Soviet defenseman in their end. There's Wilson coming in from the point, shooting the puck. Bourne right on top of the goalie. Michigan didn't have a chance on it. Great pressure by Team Canada. The puck just rolls over the line. Bobby Bourne standing right there on top of Michigan.
Something you mentioned, Darrell, they had to jam the net. They had to go for it. That's what they did to tie this hockey game up.
A big, big goal for Team Canada with 6 minutes left in the hockey game.
How about that? Doug Wilson gets the goal. Gretzky was the one that set it up across ice. And 13:59.
Wayne Gretzky made a nice play of hanging onto the puck, not shooting it back into the goal mouth area, and looking for Wilson coming in off the point.
My goodness. What a hockey game. I'll see how Canada reacts to this and see how the Soviets react to it. Zubkov now out at center ice. That leads pass for Makarov. Makarov at center ice trying to find a man. Now hits the line himself. Makarov now feeds it in deep. Peters out of the net, leaves it there. Bork along the boards. Anderson trying to get it out. It's kept in by Kasatonov. Feeds it along the boards. Now here's Makarov. Shot it wide. Low along the boards. Out along the boards Here's the shot. Zubkov letting it go. It hits somebody in the rear end. Out at the blue line now. They still keep it in. It was patted ahead. And so we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. Makarov says it hit him on the rear end. In any case, the face-off outside the blue line, if crowds mean anything, this place is going crazy.
Well, this is what the Canada Cup's all about. The people behind you. It's great entertaining hockey.
The Soviets out there with Semenov, Svitlov, and Yashin at center ice. Now here's Doug Wilson, and his shot is partially deflected and winds up in the crowd behind the Soviet goal. 2-2 tie. This is Labatt's Canada Cup on CTV.
Alors voilà le temps qu'il reste. Et sur le dernier but, le but de Wilson, on a vu jusqu'à quel point les Soviétiques tentaient de se regrouper autour de Myshkin.
Là, c'est Perlevukin qui reprend le rondelle au centre. Et là, Peters doit intervenir, mais on a jugé qu'il y avait l'autre arrêt du jeu.
Et le vent sport match, c'est moins occupé que son vis-à-vis Myshkin. Il n'a reçu que 19 lancés jusqu'ici, mais les Soviétiques en ont laissé partir quelques dangereux. Et heureusement que Peters s'est montré alerte.
Alors, ces deux a envoyé pour quelques secondes Bossy, Tonelli et Sutter. Il revient aussitôt avec le trio de Middleton, Gretzky. Et de l'autre côté, c'est Bourne, celui-là.
Cleared into the Soviet zone. Stelnoff's back there, clears it around the boards, pinching in is Wilson. He goes down, puck is loose in a pile down there. Robinson now takes it to center ice and gets it ahead to Wilson, who is quickly on his feet. Back to Robinson, back to Wilson. To Robinson. Ahead at center ice, past Gretzky. Moving up now. And pulling it in over the line. Now Coleman trying to go through, and he's tied up by Robinson. What a great game Robinson has played. Puck is in front of the net, knocked down by Wilson. Wilson has it. Out at center ice now. Team Canada over the line. Bourne moving for the corner. Taps it past Starikov. Behind the net, though, covering up. Now moving in after that puck. Trying to get it with Bourne. He pinched in, nearly got caught on the play, but the Soviets unable to control it at center ice, and Bourne will get it in his own zone. Ray Bourne ahead at center ice. It's Lowe shooting it in. Hustling in after it in the corner now. Gardner and Anderson. Anderson clears it to the corner on the far side. Makarov along the boards. Messier chops it to Anderson. Look at Gardner in front of the net. The shot is wide. Now here's Bourne shooting it into the corner. Kazatonof's there. He starts out for the Soviet Union. A rink-wide pass, Makarov. Larionov. He shoots it to the side of the net. Loose at the side. Now Messier after it. Turning his Kazatonov. Clears it in front. The pass went behind everybody. Out at center right. It's Gardner. Gardner to the line. Along with Anderson. Gardner drops it. Here's Messier. In front. The shot was wide of the net. Moving in is Robinson. Into the corner he goes. Behind the net now. Gardner back behind the net for Anderson. Out in front. Oh, it rolled right up on Myshkin, and he alertly caught it and held it.
Good try by Anderson there. He almost got Myshkin off guard. A little backhand shot.
3:21 left in regulation time. Here's the play at the side of the net.
Anderson's out to the side here. Just about put it in. Again, Team Canada going for the net, going for that rebound.
Now Myshkin anticipating a pass out, and he pulled away from the post. And really had to go in on the short side on him. Big face-off here, Sutter. The face-off against Semenov. From the face-off now, Sutter is tied up, and it's Yashin who sends it out to center ice. Poppy's got it out there, shoots it right back in again. Myshkin out of the net. Perlevukin back there, cleared off the boards now. Bossy, he spun around. Here's Sutter. Bossy, back out to the blue line now. Poppy, shooting it in, and it's blocked in front of the net. And out come the Soviets now with Billy Latinov. Yashin after it. Robinson in against the boards. Fighting off the checking in there. They bang away against the boards. Tonelli's in there. Yashin being checked by Tonelli. He spun around. Players still battling, and it's cleared to an open wing, and Sutter picks it up. Sutter back in front of the net for Robinson. Robinson coming out to center ice with 2:40 left. Cleared to the Soviet line. Now, Ilya Letinov ahead over the line now. The Soviets, and it's cleared away and back down into the Soviet zone. Middleton racing after it. That's picked up by Stelnov. Stelnov starting out. He shoots that long lead pass over the line now. And it's top three after it now in the corner. Trying to find the man in front is Vasiliev. Around behind the net. It rolls through everybody and Middleton strikes out. Middleton overskates it. It's kept in. Now Bork. Bork low at center ice. It's past everybody. 2 minutes left. Starikov takes a hit right at the blue line and Middleton's hurt. Coming over the line now. Schwartzov shooting it to the side of the net. Now low in the corner. Ahead at center ice now. Team Canada trying to get out of the zone. It rolled over the line. Is called on the offside. So a face-off outside the Team Canada blue line with 1:45 remaining in regulation time. Take a look at Middleton. He was jammed against the boards by Starikov. Middleton sitting down at the end of the bench now. You can see the pain. It looked like he jammed his wrist.
He might have knocked his wind out. I see him sitting on the bench there. He seems to be not too bad now. He lost the wind a little bit.
Then a tough hockey game, but a clean one. 1 goal for each team on the power play. And a 2-2 tie with 1:44 remaining now as Wilson gets the pass out to center ice. Leading the rushes, Gardner. He's down over the line now. Gardner with the speed, but he overskated the puck. Now gets it. Behind the net, he's checked. Also in there is Messier. Messier jammed up against the boards by Larionov. It's cleared off a stick. Messier's got the puck out in front of the net now. Oh, he shot! Oh, loose puck! He shoot it! And it is covered up finally. What an incredible chance for Canada, and they just couldn't put it in.
Just some tough luck again around the net there. Well, Michigan's hurt or he's just tired. And look at the loose puck laying here. Nice play by Coffey. Look at this. Oh, right into the Soviet player. There's Coffey sitting in the crease. Had it gone in, I don't know if they would have counted it or not with their player in the crease like that.
So now we've got Mushkin slowly getting up as you see Coffey just sitting in the goal crease. How close can you come? 1:20 left in regulation time.
Well, it's not very often the Soviets get 35 shots against them, and a lot of those shots were good opportunities by Team Canada. As Eddie Westphal said earlier, at the start of the game, he figured Team Canada got 9 or 10 good chances. Well, they've had lots of chances tonight.
Well, there's the whole story. Team Canada. Now here is a big face-off. They're all important, of course, down in the zone, but they've got a big one here. And they've got the shooters out.
Well, they've got Doug Wilson. Messier's one of the stronger guys in the National League. If he can get it back to Wilson.
Messier against Larionov. On the face-off, Messier tried to control it, but the Soviets have it now as Makarov circles back deep in his own zone. Clears it to Pervukin. Pervukin starts out, takes the hit, but got the pass away, and it's knocked down at center ice by Coffey. Waits for Mates to get onside and shoots it back in again. In the corner, Gardner just clearing it around the boards. Wilson moves after it. Wilson back behind the net. Gardner moving, takes a big hit from Ilya Letinov. And the Soviets start out now with Larionov. He's got tremendous speed, but his pass was way ahead of Perutov. Bossy off the boards and at center ice once again. Ilya Letinov with 45 seconds remaining. Spun around. Here comes Canada with Bossy. Over the line. Bossy stopping up. He's looking for the man. Clears it in front. Moving in, couldn't convert it. Now the Soviets again. Sutter. He takes the puck away inside the zone. Bossy along with Tonelli. Tonelli couldn't hold it. Now it's Perutov. 25 seconds left. Perutov over the line. It's checked away and Makarov's got it. Makarov. Now back into the Team Canada zone with 17 seconds left. Puck is along the boards, taken by Semenov. He's chased up against the boards. Sutter's in there. There are 8 seconds left in regulation time. Canada coming out. Sutter leading the rush. Gets it over to the wing. Tonelli. And the siren goes. And we are going to overtime.
Just a great, great hockey game. Who's going to be the hero?
I'll tell you.
Regagner leur vestiaire et ils se sont vraiment épuisés pendant tout ce temps-là.
Ils devront revenir plus tard pour tenter d'aller arracher cette victoire. C'est que le Canada a pris les devants 1-0. Ensuite, les Soviétiques ont marqué 2 fois en 1 minute 49. Puis le Canada, finalement, allait niveler pour lancer ce match en prolongation, alors qu'on voit Myshkin complètement épuisé. Et il rentre au banc pour un repos bien mérité.
Alors, les tirs au but par l'équipe canadienne en 3e période, 8 pour un total de 35 jusqu'ici en 60 minutes. Et par les Soviétiques, 4 pour un total de 20. Et quelle période encore, et le meilleur est à venir sauver leur honneur.
Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA.
En échec ce soir jusqu'ici, est-ce qu'il sera le joueur qui explosera en surtemps? C'est à souhaiter, parce qu'on sait que le premier but mettra fin au match. Robinson a eu 3 lancés et là on aperçoit l'équipe soviétique qui s'amène sur la patinoire encouragée par l'entraîneur adjoint Yurzina. Alors 4 tirs au but par Robinson. Makarov en a eu 1 par période et le dernier lui a réussi. Il a déjoué Pete Peters. C'est d'ailleurs le 2e but de l'équipe soviétique.
Alan Eagleson a mentionné qu'il ne pensait pas au tournoi de 88 dans 4 ans, mais il y pense. Là, il veut évidemment se concentrer toute son attention, tous ses efforts sur le match qui est en cours. Mais 88, 87, 88, qu'est-ce qui va arriver, Claude, selon toi?
Bien, selon moi, je pense que le tournoi pourrait être retardé jusqu'en 1989, puisqu'en 88, les dates coïncideront avec celles des Jeux olympiques qui seront tenus à Séoul. Alors, il n'y a rien de définitif encore. Naturellement, il faut en discuter au niveau de la fédération internationale. Et à ce moment-là, les décisions seront prises, à savoir si on doit présenter le tournoi de la Coupe Canada tel que prévu en 88 ou en 89. Mais semble-t-il que maintenant, on devient de plus en plus favorable à l'idée de retarder le tournoi d'1 an. Comme on l'a fait en 80, c'était pour protester contre l'invasion soviétique en Afghanistan. Et on a présenté le tournoi en 81 au lieu de 80. Chose certaine, que ce soit en 88 ou en 89, le tournoi de la Coupe Canada retourne dans l'Est.
Et on a mentionné des villes comme Montréal, mais il y en aura d'autres. On parle d'une ville en Ontario, Hamilton, on parle de Québec, on parle d'Halifax même.
On parle d'Halifax, Québec, Hamilton, qui aura une nouvelle patinoire aux dimensions du hockey majeur. Et à ce moment-là, si M. Ballard décide de fermer la porte et de dire non aux socialistes, et particulièrement aux soviétiques, on ira chercher, séduire le marché de Toronto juste chez le voisin, à la porte voisine à Hamilton. Et là, M. Ballard sera peut-être empressé d'ouvrir la porte à Toronto.
Et je suis certain que les gens à Hamilton vont dire oui.
Sutter taking the draw against Larionov, and it's Larionov who wins the draw. Now cleared to the line. Sutter picks up the puck and golfs it into the Soviet zone. Myshkin in against the boards, leaves it for Kazatonov. He's checked against the boards, but then coming back is Larionov. He clears it out to center ice now. Zubkov to the line. His shot, gloved by Peters. He throws it off on the wing for Sutter. Sutter out at center ice now for Bossy with Zanelli. Bossy shooting it in around the glass. Zanelli digging it out on the far side, kicks it behind the net for Bossy. Bossy, Robinson pinches it at the point, fights off the check, gets it back to the point. It's cleared into the corner. Reaching for it is Bossy. Zanelli goes down. He was trying to circle the goal post, and I think he knocked the net off its pins with his knee as he was trying to reach for that pass.
Well, once again, Team Canada are sending their forwards to the net. That's how both their goals were scored, and that's where they've been getting most of their chances.
Now the Soviets will make a change now, and I imagine so will Team Canada. They have been running short shifts here. And Ray Bourque comes out. It'll be Middleton, Gartner, Messier, now Gretzky. And Goulet will be the line. Middleton, Gretzky, Goulet. Goulet, don't forget, with the 8 shots on goal. Lowe and Bourque. On the defense for the Soviets from Moscow Dynamo, Semenov, Svetlov, and Yashin. Gretzky to take the draw against Semenov. Puck is dropped. Gretzky gets it back to the blue line. Lowe shoots it. It hit Goulet. Shot! Oh! What a chance! What a tremendous save! And now against the boards, it's cleared down the ice by the Soviets. There'll be no icing. Peters plays the puck to the side of the net. Bourque along the boards now. Goulet Can't control it against the boards against Billy Litvinov. Now Canada with Bourque clearing into center ice. What a tremendous scoring chance Canada had. Now here's Gretzky. Gretzky to the line now, flips it in, reaches for a rebound as it's blocked by the defense. Billy Litvinov clears it to the wing. Over the line they come once again. The drop pass, moving through the crowd and trying to get the shot away with Semenov. They still have the puck. It's cleared to the line. Keeping it in Billy Litvinov. Knocked down by Gretzky. And it's sent to center ice by Goulet. Sliding down into the Soviet zone now. Pervukin. Messier at center ice. Ducks away from the check. The bouncing puck bounces into the Soviet zone. It's cleared off the boards and back out. And Coffey's got it. Ahead for Anderson. Anderson over the line now, fighting off the check from Billy Litvinov. In against the boards. The Soviets control it. It's Coben along the boards to the line. Big hit there thrown by Wilson. Loose puck comes to Messier. Messier, rink-wide pass. Soviets. Now the lead pass for Anderson. Anderson trying to hustle over the line. He's knocked down as he crossed the line. Lowe's got the puck at center ice. Back to the defense for Coffey. Off the boards. The Soviets. Pervukin ahead. Soviets trying to move up ice. The bouncing puck comes to Kevin Lowe at his own blue line. Trying to get it to Messier. That pass was intercepted by Coben. He goes in deep. Lowe is with him. Lowe behind the net. He's triple team back there. Sports off. Trying to get out in front. He's knocked down. Now near the line. Starikov in the crowd. And the save is made by Peters. Now to the side of the net. And Canada picks it up. Anderson. He's got a man free. And he can't get it to him. At least the offside is called. And we'll have a face-off outside the blue line. 2-2.
La rondelle a été arrêtée là par un défenseur. C'est la Coupe Canada 84 qui se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA.
Reminded me of a save that Rogi Vachon made in overtime against the Czechoslovakian team on Milan Novi. A great glove save by Mishkin.
Here comes Ray Bourque through center ice. He crosses the center line, shoots it in, took a bad bounce off the glass and bounced in front, but there was nobody there. Soviets trying to get organized in their own zone. Now they come to center ice. Kasatonov coming through center and forced back now. Kasatonov, as he had men offside, now forced back once again. Now clears it off a stick at center ice. Reaching for it is Gemaev. He clears it into the Team Canada zone. Peters off the boards. Collected there. Shepelev clears it now ahead, but now Tonelli's got it. Tonelli ahead for Bossy. Bossy at center ice, shoots it off a leg. It's back at center ice once again. Now here's Bossy. He's over the line. Gets it over for Tonelli. Tonelli going in now, forced back. Tonelli trying to feed it ahead. Gets the puck again against the boards. Now behind the net for Sutter. To Bossy. Back out in front, and Tonelli was there. Couldn't get a stick on it. Coffey in the crowd. It's loose. And they reach for it. A pile up in front. Sutter had a great chance and just couldn't get it in.
Well, this line has had chances all night long. The Soviet defenseman actually tackles Tonelli in front of the net there.
Tonelli cleared in front with it just into a crowd. Look at this.
Lots of clutching and grabbing there.
Oh. Canada's had the chances. This from behind the net. Watch the pile up right in front of the goal mouth now. Pushkin down. Bossy's in there, Sutter's in there, Tonelli's in there. They've been ganging the net. Here's Gretzky now to take the draw against Larionov. Back to the blue line. Coffey shooting it through. Puck in the corner now. After it for the Soviets is Pervukin. Cleared to center ice. Robinson over for Coffey. Coffey ahead. He shoots it in now. Racing in after it is Goulet along with Gretzky. Cleared to Middleton. Soviets take over inside the zone. At center ice, Larionov. He shoots it in. Peters. We're in sudden death overtime. Coffey into the corner on the far side now. Into the corner again, Karutov. Karutov looking for a man. He's chased off the puck, and Robinson's got it. Robinson. Coffey on this side. Coffey ahead at center ice. It's off the skate of Middleton. The pass was a bit behind him at center ice. Goulet reaching for it, but Karutov comes up with it. Karutov. Billy Litvinov. Billy Litvinov near the line now. Coffey takes over, comes back. There's the pass. He tried to feather it through there for Middleton. The Soviets have it again. Makarov with Robinson. Drops it back. Larionov was trailing on the play. Didn't see the pass. But here's Karutov, and it's checked away from him by Robinson. Now Gretzky ahead. Anderson with a jump on the defense. He's all down. There'll be a penalty. A holding penalty against Larionov. And the Soviets will play a man short.
think all three of them were holding. But there's a guy with the speed of Anderson. He can draw guys into taking penalties on him with that great speed of his.
Well, he had a step on him. We'll take a look at it, but he got just that little bit of a step. As he caught the flat-footed, the defense looked like it was going to get beat. Starikoff there. He doesn't haul him down. He's home free on the backhand.
Big chance for Team Canada here.
4:45. Larionov off for holding. Canada's power play has looked good, although they have just the one goal. The power play. Messier out there with Bossy. The point men will be Bourque, Wilson. Messier will take the draw. 2-2 in overtime. A big opportunity for Canada as Messier's chased out of there, and Glenn Anderson comes in to take the draw. On the face-off in the corner, it's Messier. Messier, he's got Bossy in front. Messier, you got to step out. He tried to force it through there. A lot of action in front of the goal mouth. Now, poke free, behind the net now. It's Anderson. Anderson into the corner. They hustle after it now, along the boards. And it is Messier. Anderson digging after that puck against the boards. Messier digging it loose. And the puck winds up behind the net now. Cleared to the point, kept in there by Bourque. Now it's flipped out to center ice and down into Team Canada territory. Sports off will go in, but it's Peters who plays the puck up along the boards. Bourque had a player's trap as he fell. Here comes Team Canada with Wilson, now to Bourque. Bourque's over the line now. Bourque dropping it back to Gretzky. Gretzky with some room in front of the net. Gretzky shoots it right on. And Mushkin goes down and holds on.
Great move by Wayne Gretzky on the defenseman. Mushkin, he's been the hero tonight for the Soviet Union. Here's Gretzky cutting across laterally. Makes a little deke on the defenseman. There's lots of time to shoot it here. He's hooked a little bit. Mishkin's there, right there to save it. Team Canada jamming the net again.
Another look at it again. Or what moves? Those are Gretzky, and he's moving laterally. He's so difficult to stop. Well, he stays out there. 1:12 left in the power play. Listen to the crowd. Overtime against the Soviets. Gretzky will take the draw. And who are they going to send in there? They're a little slow in figuring out who they want to take the draw. Finally, it's Gemayev who's going to move in to take it. Is he? Gemayev doesn't want to take it. And let the defenseman take it. Ilya Letinov. Kanadský, the Czechoslovakian linesman from the face-off. Now Bossy fighting off a check, shoots it. Up off the glass now. Behind the net is Gretzky. Gretzky back to Bossy. Cutting in front of the net now. It's behind the net. Gretzky to Bossy. Tonelli's in front. Bossy fading to the boards. Back out to the blue line for Coffey. Coffey in for Bossy. Bossy moving in now. Shoots it. It's the side of the net. Tonelli at the side of the net. He's being checked in there by Pervukin. Gretzky gets it loose, but he can't hold it, and it's cleared down the ice by the Soviets. Peters behind his own net plays it up along the boards for Robinson to Bossy. Bossy ahead for Anderson. Anderson going in. He's checked there against the boards by Letinov. At the side of that, Gretzky out in front. And a big defensive play there by Svetlov. Out come the Soviets at center ice now. Svetlov in over the line. Svetlov's shot, and it's blocked by Robinson. Now at the side of the net. And it's Canada out at center ice now. Canada leading the rush. Over the line. Backhanded behind the net by Mike Gartner. Anderson after it against the boards on the far side. Gretzky. It hops high up against the boards. Gretzky still got that puck. Leaves it against the boards. Leaves the puck alone. It's cleared down the ice, up actually over the glass. And we'll have another face-off.
C'est donc dire que les Soviétiques auront résisté malgré ces efforts incroyables déployés, fournis par les joueurs de l'équipe du Canada.
Exactement, et Larionov a eu de la veine parce que ces trois pénalités n'ont pas été coûteuses à l'équipe soviétique. Et là, Gretzky a raté plusieurs occasions, Bossy également. On a bourdonné autour de la cage. Il y avait Connolly qui travaillait d'arrache-pied. À un moment donné, je me suis demandé s'il n'allait pas...
Set for the face-off. Bounce back inside the Soviet zone where Zubkov has it. Zubkov playing with the puck in there. He faces some forechecking pressure. Now gets it along the boards for Makarov. Makarov fighting off a check. Gets down to the line now. Low squeezes him against the boards, but he carries on. Sutter's got the puck. Looks it behind the net. It goes out now for Kanadský. The shot. The save.
Peters is right there.
High. He saw it all the way.
On doit faire une pause. 2-2, la marque. Nous sommes en surtemps. Coupe Canada 84 se poursuit dans un moment au réseau TVA.
1e match international, c'est pas si mal.
Oui, ça en est tout ça. Celui d'hier était
hier, ton
plus
centième,
pénible.
Oui. Le centième, disons, qui ne s'est pas présenté au bon moment, celui-là. Mais...
Flipped up against the boards. Good move there by Gartner, and he plays it out to center ice. Pass Anderson back in his own zone. Kasatonov, who stops behind the net and starts out. Kasatonov feeding it off the boards for Makarov. Makarov checked off the puck there by Anderson. Backing over the line is Gartner. He made a great move against the boards. Got Wilson in front, but he couldn't get the puck to him. Wilson as it rolls along the dasher board. Kasatonov back near the line, but Messier keeps it in. Behind the net, it rolls out in front. Anderson along the boards now. Behind the net. Gartner stepping away from a check. Now feeds it back again. Puck is cleared to the side of the net. Kasatonov, but he cleared it right onto the stick of Anderson. Gets it again. Now against the boards. Out at center ice. The lead pass. Over the line. Here's Larionov, and he's checked off the puck, and Coffey comes back out. Goulet moving across center ice, but Coffey gives it to Goulet. Goulet puts it in there. High in the air. It bounces. And the Soviets with Larionov clearing at the center ice. It's down into the Team Canada zone in Middleton. Middleton just ducks away from a check, pokes it ahead now for Gretzky. Gretzky for Goulet, 2-on-2. Here comes Bork, the shot, it's wide of the net, hits the netting behind. Starakov's back there. Middleton moves after it, hops over his stick, and it's Karutov out to center ice now. Moving through center ice is Starakov. He takes the check up against the boards. Still up against the boards. Karutov moving in. Now to the side of the net, and it's Bork. Bork ahead for Gretzky. Gretzky is checked at center ice as Coven took him off the puck. Now Peters out of his net, feeds it back against the flow, and finally Lowe controls it. Lowe off the boards and down the ice. Canada looking for a whistle. And back to get it will be Stelnoff, and we'll have a face-off in the Team Canada zone on the icing.
2 de la marque, nous sommes en surtemps. Coupe Canada 84 se poursuit.
Habituellement, Jacques, à ce stade du match, on parle toujours de conditionnement physique. C'est la différence qui favorise les Soviétiques. Mais là, les Canadiens tiennent bien le coup, simplement parce qu'on a joué selon comme on doit le faire. On a ménagé ses forces, on n'a pas tenté de demander à chaque joueur d'en faire plus qu'il en...
Stopping, that's for sure.
On the face-off, it's Coffey behind his own net. Coffey, the handling with it, and flips it out to center ice. He was trying to find Sutter out there, flipping it high in the air.
Et aussitôt, on a vu un autre Soviétique venir toucher à cette rondelle pour causer l'arrêt et éviter qu'un joueur de l'équipe du Canada se sauve avec cette rondelle.
Oui, exactement. Et comme je disais, Jacques, on a ménagé ses forces en multipliant les changements.
Sutter knew what was happening. See the smile on his face. This didn't work. Coffey now along the boards. Here's Tonelli. Tonelli to the line now. Tonelli turning, fighting off a check. Sutter in the corner. Sutter still with that puck. Sutter fighting it off now. Rolls to the side of the net, and Bossy had to go off his leg. Out at center ice now, the Soviets. With Svedlov. Svedlov dropping it off now, and he's turned around, and the puck is batted out to center ice once again. Ilya Letinov cleared back into the Team Canada zone. Peters out of the net. Peters flipping it along the boards. Tonelli's there. Tonelli fights off a check, works it along the boards himself, and he clears it to an open wing. Now it's Bossy to Sutter to Robinson. Robinson fanned on him and had to go back for it. Now swung and a shot into the...
De faire une début monumentale, il y avait un Soviétique qui rôdait à la Ligue bleue. Il n'y avait personne là. Si les Soviétiques s'emparaient de la rondelle, ça en était fini.
Larry Robinson, 33 ans, sur qui repose une bonne partie de toute la défensive de l'équipe canadienne. En définitive, on y va à 5 défenseurs. Il y a M. Adé qu'on n'a pas revu en surtemps et ça se comprend. Alors on y va strictement avec Bourque.
Robinson doesn't love it. At the line offside. You see that shot of Robinson on the bench. I mean, this is the essence of the game. Let's take these guys into overtime. There he is.
Well, he knows what the feeling is to win. He's been on a few cup teams, and the last Canada Cup in '76. And
76, he says, I was a kid here. Now I'm the old man. They call me Gramps. And it's fired up into the Soviet bench that time, so another face-off. And there's the Soviet bench, and I'll tell you something, conditioning or not, they are tired too. So look at Billy Letlinov, right at the end of the bench there.
There's been a lot of hockey played in 10 days, a lot of travel in between games, and it does take a toll on you, but it's all heart and soul right now.
All right, you don't want to come this far and lose it. Losing along center ice now. They try to hit the breaking Gartner, but just couldn't get the puck to him. It winds up in the corner now. Vasiliev in deep. Cleared around the boards. Anderson against the boards on this side now. Shoots it out to center ice. Now off the boards, and Bork moves up. Bork had to fade back as he was double teamed right at the line. Now fed out. Gartner and deflected down into the Soviet zone. Zubkov now at center ice. Shepelev shooting it in. And it's Bork. Going back for it. Bork along the boards, and that's called on the icing. And have a face off in the Soviet zone.
Well, the pace has slowed down a little bit in the last 2 or 3 minutes.
Taking a breather. 9:19 left in the first overtime period. There's Kevin Lowe. Gretzky out on the ice now, along with Middleton and Goulet.
Wouldn't they love a Canada Cup to go along with that Stanley Cup?
Ça met son grain de sel.
Pas du sel de la Sibérie, non?
Oh,
What a year that would be.
we got power against power out there now as Victor Tianov has sent his big line out there to play against Gretzky. From the face-off, back to the blue line. Wilson with that big shot. It's right on. And Gretzky was there, parked on the goal mouth, but Mushkin made the save and deflected it into the corner. The Soviets at center ice now. It's fed off the boards right down to the Team Canada goal. Peters leaves it for Wilson. Doug Wilson back into the corner, past Coffey. Now it's taken by Kurutov. Kurutov along the line. Still has that puck. Makes the move. He's tied up by Coffey. No penalty. Now in the corner, Makarov trying to move it along the boards. Gretzky's in there on top of him. It's going to have to be a blatant one before Mike Noeth is going to call a penalty in this overtime. 2-2 time.
Et les Soviétiques demandent une pénalité, mais en vain. Coupe Canada 84 se poursuit dans un moment pour Réseau TVA.
Sutter will take the draw against Tobin. I think that Tianov has made his adjustments to get his big line one away from this line, and this line has been so good offensively. Off the forechecking that they've done. Sutter, Tonelli. Tonelli has just been incredible again, especially along the boards. Set for the draw. On the face-off now, in deep, that's Kevin Lowe. Here's Tonelli, another battle along the boards with Billy Letlinov. He's taken 2 players out with him there, Coben and Billy Letlinov. Tonelli just moving it along the boards, and it finally winds up in the corner. Now, along the boards it goes again. Tonelli picks it up, can't corral it. Clears in front, now out comes Sutter, along with Tonelli and Bossy on a 3-on-2. Bossy's over the line. It flips high in the air, bounces back, goes by everybody. And out at center ice once again, it's Canada. Bork shooting it in. Behind the net. It is Pervukin. Cleared back in again. Out in front of the net and knocked down in front of the net there. Here's Wilson moving in. Out come the Soviets on a 2-on-1. Only Coffey is back. Over the line, Coben and Coffey! Great defensive play in Canada in transition. Back they come to the line. Coffey dropped it off. Here's Tonelli moving in. Tonelli to the boards. Around behind the net for Sutter. Sutter clears it out in front. Went off a leg. Now Tonelli doing all that work again, and he takes 2 players down with him. Back out to the blue line. Coffey takes the shot. Turns with it. Fires it in there. Deflects over top of the net. Tonelli after that puck. Tonelli ducks the check. Back out to the blue line. Here's another shot.
Coffey. Look at the Soviet forward holding our guy in front of the net. Good high shot up the top corner. Hard work by John Tonelli, mucking along the boards. He's my player of the game tonight.
Oh, without question, without question. Tonelli, this shift was outstanding again.
Just before that, Coffey made a great stop on a 2-on-1 save. 2-on-1 play, he comes back and puts it in the net. What a great moment for Canada.
From the ash heap, Team Canada defeats the Soviet Union in overtime. Not only coming off some very, very loose performances during the regular part of this tournament, a big loss and a resounding loss to the Soviet Union team. Canada dug back, came from behind in the third period after they'd given up 2 quick goals and have won it. Paul Coffey from John Tonelli and Brent Sutter at 12:29 of overtime.
What a game. This is one of the best games I've ever seen in my life. Believe me, I'll remember this one for a long, long time.
I'll tell you, if nothing, I'll remember the 2-on-1 that Coffey broke up. It is on to the Canada Cup final against Sweden. Well, they have given the goal to Bossy. If we can get a look at it once again, Bossy was...
On va faire chaud au cœur à Glen Theater, mais ce soir, on ressemblait à une équipe. Team Canada. Et Jacques, pour un 25e anniversaire, si c'est l'annonce de 25 années semblables, je pourrais continuer.
C'est prêt à soutenir.
Regardez encore le tir de Coffey. Il est haut, et Mishkin lui cherchait son bâton, et dans tout cela, Mishkin a demandé à Guimaeff de lui prêter le chien. Guimaeff a refusé, a tenté de se lancer à la poursuite de Tonelli. Et là, c'est l'explosion de joie qui a suivi ce but. Et voici la descente un peu plus tôt. Ça, c'est la course de Kovin qui fonce en son adverse. Beau jeu de Coffey, qui est venu briser l'élan de Kovin. La passe de Kovin était un peu molle. Elle était en fonction de Zvortsov à l'aile et le disque ne s'est jamais rendu jusqu'à Zvortsov. Coffey a appliqué aussitôt. Il est allé d'un tir par-dessus la cage de Mishkin. La rondelle a frappé les cordages et aussitôt après, 2 joueurs soviétiques ont tenté de l'immobiliser et pilier mécanique. Et l'arrivée de John Tonelli, qui, à mon avis, a été l'artisan de cette victoire.
Alors, dans quelques instants, on connaîtra le nom. On a annoncé le marqueur, le temps et les passes, mais dans ce Saint-Amand, est-ce qu'on a pu le découvrir? Oui.
Je viens de le gommer. Paul Coffey sur des passes de Tonelli et Bossy à 12 minutes et 29 secondes.
Je pense que Claude, tu te souviens quand on en a parlé, tu disais peut-être qu'aujourd'hui on renverse la vapeur si on se reporte à 81 où ce sont les Soviétiques qui avaient renversé en fait un coup d'État puisque le Canada avait remporté 2 des 3 matchs. Alors c'est Mishkin là qui a vraiment tout fait pour contrer tous les efforts et il a les yeux grands, les yeux hagards et il méritait un meilleur sort, mais une équipe, une des deux doit gagner et dans les circonstances, c'est le Canada et c'est un peu la survie du tournoi également.
Et en période de surtemps, l'équipe canadienne a décoché 6 tirs au but pour un total de 41 et 3 par l'équipe soviétique. Aussi un nom à retenir, Jacques, Pete Peters. Pete Peters n'a pas été aussi occupé que son vis-à-vis, mais il a effectué des arrêts-clés. Voilà, John Tonelli, le joueur du match. Et ça me fait plaisir, parce que dans un match spécial, c'est la deuxième. Ça a été Mishkin tout au long de la rencontre. Et voilà le but. Voilà l'effort de Tonnelly. Il s'esquive, il évite un plaquage. La remise est accampée. Le lancer est très haut. Et là, on pense peut-être que Bossy aurait pu toucher à cette rondelle pour la faire dévier. Mais on a donné la confirmation du but. Et ça peut être Bossy aussi. Là, Tonnelly à la renverse. Mais ceux qui sont le plus décontenancés sont les Soviétiques qui quittent le tournoi.
La Coupe Canada 84 se poursuivra dans un moment au réseau TVA.